just fell on my bottom into some butterscotch.
Switch that console off before you have to press repeat, yo.
Welcome to the flower shop.
It's free to join apart from the one-off joining fee of £40. And
Yourself.
Hello and welcome to episode 500
Yeah.
of the Veteran Gamers Podcast.
500, baby! This is
Yeah.
We made it!
That's it.
That's a lot of episodes.
That's a lot of episodes.
500, and we're Bumbridge. I'm Duke.
What?
I don't know.
Stu.
Yes, I'm Chinny.
We're
Episode
not military veterans. No, we are not military veterans. We're veterans of the gaming lifestyle.
Also, we stream live on YouTube and Twitch every Sunday at 9 for the podcast and every Thursday at 7 for some snooker or whatever I feel like playing. Well, here we are, Stuart.
Here we are.
It's hard to believe. It's hard to we've hit 500.
I mean, to be fair, it's not that hard to believe. We get together once a week and talk shite, and we do that for a while, and we've done it for 10 years.
Well,
yeah.
So 52 weeks a year times 10 is 500 shows.
Okay, Mr. Logical. All right, forget your logic.
Yeah,
but
fucking spot.
So for this episode, Stu, I think it's going to be pretty loose.
It is very loose.
I think we're going to read a lot of the chat. So we have a lot of people in the chat at the
Anything
moment.
you type, we're just going to read it out.
Yeah,
read it out.
Apart from Hitler was correct, I won't read that out.
You just read that.
But I didn't read it, though. I said it, which is different. So John says, hey, people. James Butler says 500. I think he might just have number Tourette's. Sumu says, I'm here for a good time, not for a long time. Okay, Ian W says, superb, congrats. Purple and Orange Dragon says, sup.
Sup.
You know, he's too cool. Bongo the Saint says, he's in Italy. But how could he not help but celebrate? Darren says, evening, guys. Congratulations on 500. Andrew Peacock says, loving the snooker vids. Come on, Andrew. It's not about me. It's about...
We shouldn't get celebrating 500. We haven't made it through 500 shows yet. Something
true.
horribly wrong could go wrong today. Yeah. So what you should say, people, is congratulations on the 499 shows and starting your 500.
Yeah, we should celebrate the 500th show when we finished it on 501.
That's right. Yeah, Packers.
That's
nice.
it. I have got a Packers shirt. Yes.
Yeah.
And Fraser's in the chat. Sumu's in the chat. Fraser says, "Do they complete you?" I don't know what that means.
He also said, "Hello, slags," which
yes.
a bit rude.
Well, it's fine. You might notice, right? But before we get callers in, because we're going to get callers in, Stu. And
We
all
are.
this, just to let you know how your own show works. I'm a little bit red in the face. All right.
Have you got sunburned?
It's not sunburn.
My favorite time. It's story time. Story time.
It's not sunburn. It's like I cannot stop sweating, and not because it's warm. It's because I actually did manual labour today.
Wow.
No.
Yeah.
What?
I know.
The fuck?
I tried to.
You don't do nothing, man. What the hell?
I tried to avoid manual labour as much as possible, but there is a bush in our garden that has been asking for it, and I've been trying to get.
Did you give it to that bush, Chinny? Is that what you did?
I almost gave it to the bush, but the bush beat me today.
Were you beaten by the bush?
Yes, I couldn't beat the bush. I've always had problems with the bush, but ultimately I thought I would get over it and work it out. But no, I couldn't. It has to happen another day by the looks of it. So there's an image of me doing grafting work, trying to get this root out of the ground. It was stubborn. It didn't want to get out, and I cannot stop. Like I've got blisters on my fingers, on my bit between the finger and the palm. I don't know what that's called. My thumb.
Sounds painful.
I felt like a real man today.
Yeah. The thing is, though, Chinny, let's be honest, right? When you've got soft, furry liquid hands like yours, you're screwed as stand. You know, as soon as you start doing something a bit like heavy work, you're
I'm done.
Tatters, man. Your
Done
hands
in.
are going to be tatters.
So, and I haven't been able to cool down since, and now I'm in this hot little room. I'm gonna have trouble.
Someone told me one time if you cool down your wrists, then you'll cool down the rest of you. So I don't know if it works or not. It might be psychosomatic, but every time I'm real hot, I'll put my wrists on like a can of soda or right in front of the AC vent, or do something else to try to cool my wrists down. It seems to help.
It's true. No, apparently it's because of the arteries running close to the surface. It cools your blood.
Right.
So that is a real thing.
Well, there you go.
The arteries also run close in your penis. So what I've done is
You dip your cock in a can of Coke.
I dipped my penis in a glass of ice.
If anybody realized that my voice sounds a little better and that my microphone is not making noise.
Oh, you've got the arm. You've got an arm.
I got the arm installed.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you know, 10 years, 500 shows, and
but you know
Chinny is
what? I
finally a
was
professional
installing it.
podcaster.
I had to move my desk out a little bit. I had to,
Wow.
get the adapter, which I thought I might have thrown away or whatever. And I was doing all this extra work. I'm like, you know what? All this for a little bit of sound improvement over my headset. Like, what? Think of all the money I've spent, all the time I've spent. I hope y'all appreciate
You sound amazing, though.
It sounds great.
It does.
Yeah, and now the Duchess is rattling some bag near me.
Is your wife drunk?
Is she still drunk?
She's drunk on coffee, I think, which is worse than her actually being drunk.
Oh, okay.
She's drunk, she falls down, makes silly jokes. When she's coffee
Oh, dear.
drunk.
She's just celebrating for the episode 500.
She's not celebrating the 500th episode.
Yes, she is.
Weird.
Yes, she is. Stu, have you got anything to say before we bring on?
Quelle difference?
Not really. No, not at all. No. Mm.
No, you haven't got in a car crash or anything this week?
I wasn't in a car crash.
Like,
Everyone thinks I've been in a car crash. I wasn't. It was Millie's friend who crashed.
Are you suppressing the trauma, Stu? You don't want to talk about it?
That's what it is.
Just talk about it, Stu. It's the best thing.
Yeah. So I didn't crash the
Hold
car,
on.
though. Someone ran into Millie's friend.
All right, fine. You don't want to talk about your car crash?
I don't want to talk about the car
Well,
crash,
I have
okay?
something to say.
Just forget about the car crash. My car's fine. It's fine, all right?
Cool.
Okay, fine.
All right. Okay, so Sumu says in the chat, Mrs. Sumo says, I like his voice. You haven't listened to him in a while. Chinny don't come to Nottingham, apparently.
Oh, Chinny's voice.
Yeah. Lewis says, there's a surprise for you in Minecraft, Chinny. I haven't been in my Minecraft. And also, Lewis is here. One of my favourite people in the world. Lewis is in the chat. So thank you, everybody who's in the chat.
Thanks everybody for tuning in and joining us. This is obviously a special occasion, and we appreciate you joining us for it.
Every time you type something in there, we get cash. We get like £10. Well, I get cash. Stu and Duke don't get the cash. I get like a tenner every time. I'm also making those sweet YouTube cash. So just keep it coming on.
You'd be getting even more off my video when it goes up.
Yes, we have a treat for people who are watching with us live. And I realise that this is an audio show. So if you're listening to this post-haste...
That's not what that means.
If you're listening to this positively, if you're listening to this with a horseshoe on your head... then
listen to this with neck knees.
So
can you just put the sound up on your microphone at your end, then you can just at least hear it.
What?
You know, if you're gonna play me being a
the thing is, we have a treat. Stu came good on the deal. So last week we made a deal and we said, Stu, you cannot talk about Beat Saber until you send me a video of you playing Beat Saber.
So you're not looking at the video screen right now? Look at it now. Hurry up and get to the screen.
He did that. So what I'm going to do...
Have it in the background.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to get that...
Now, can I just say, this is one of the toughest songs on Beat Saber to play.
Here we go. Here comes the
very
excuses.
fast.
This one's tough. That's why I look ridiculous.
It is tough. That's why I look like a complete knob.
But it is. I haven't actually watched the whole thing. I synced it up.
How long is this video?
I don't know. I synced it up, right? And I was like, I was laughing. I was literally...
Podcasting gold, man.
Lolling.
YouTube gold.
I was lolling at this. And it was
a world premiere.
It is a world premiere. So I'm sorry for the audio listeners.
Okay, we'll describe what we're seeing when we.
Yeah, describe what you're seeing. There you
So
go.
Stu is going to be up on the screen now, so that's a little bit of a delay.
So Stuart is naked in his dungeon.
No, I'm not naked. I do normally play just in my shorts.
So talk us through it, Stu.
What do you want to know?
How do you feel when you're playing Beat Saber?
I feel fucking like a ninja.
And we will decide if he looks like a ninja as well as.
Wait till you see the fast bits, man. It gets going. This fucking thing is ridiculous.
So Duke,
So he's
as
wearing a
somebody,
PlayStation shirt
Duke,
with Japanese on it.
somebody who is watching this for the first time, how does Stu look when he's playing?
Like
He
crap.
is waving his arms around as if he's having some sort of spastic fit. I guess I shouldn't say spastic, but he's having some sort of like horrible reaction to shellfish or something. And he's kind of grinning a little bit. And of course, his head is encased in a big chunk of plastic.
He's waving his arms around as if his elbows are super glued to his chest.
As
Do you know what's weird, right?
Some sort of imaginary orchestra.
Can I just say, up until now, I've never seen myself playing this, right? But my arms are so close to my body. I'm like, why are my arms so close to my body?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would be even funnier if we didn't have the footage of Beat Saber, because we can tell
Yeah,
how
it looks definitely funny.
Oh, we can. Oh, Duke, we can sort that out. Don't worry.
No, leave it as it is. Come on, man. Don't be mean.
No. I can
Don't
sort
be
that out for you.
distracted.
as mean as you can be.
I can sort that out
So
for you.
what
Just
percentage are you getting on these hits there, Stu?
Say what?
What's percentage would you say you have at this point?
Actually, I didn't. This is my highest score on this, to be
So you
fair. So I
don't-
don't miss very many.
Yeah.
I only miss, I think, about 30 notes altogether out of.
And of course, he's leaning around, like he's getting up and down and close to it.
I'm sorry, I'm watching it.
See, it looks way worse when there's no Beat Saber.
You look
on
like a maniac.
that looks like Grandad.
Like the Swedish chef when he's cooking a casserole.
It looks much better with the. Put it back on with the fucking ping. It looks way better.
No.
That's awesome.
This is way better.
Painting or something. Like he's doing a Jackson Pollock painting. Which,
Yeah.
if you saw the Twitter feed, there's a cool painting of someone doing a
I saw that, Duke.
VR painting.
But
Yeah.
right, this
That's
right,
a little stupid because you need a 3D headset to appreciate it. I mean, you can see her moving through it in the video, but
oh yeah, the painting stuff. Yeah, looks well cool.
yeah.
Wow.
This
Oh,
is-
you just did a little jig there, Stu.
Yeah, no, I dance, man. This is such a good.
It looks like he's trying to take
No,
off.
hold on, Stu. I wouldn't call it a dance.
It's a dancing.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Camply. Stu plays Beat Saber very camply. Look, this is gonna get loads of views on YouTube, man. It's gonna bring a whole audience in. What's the matter with you two?
Fraser Moore just said, I've just cancelled my VR order. John Nessie says, this is hot stuff. I think you need to be worried
Is
about it, John. That Undead Care Bear said, that looks like Grandad raving. Sumu says that this is amazing.
Yeah.
Can I just tell you how much I had to practice this week just to get this song?
Right.
Oh man, can you imagine if we had the video footage of him playing it?
You know
first
what? Shoot, it would have been
Hours.
more helpful if you'd had sent the actual footage of you playing it as well. Like the gameplay footage, but we don't have that. We'll just have to watch you do this.
You did. My favorite thing about this video is Stu like bouncing around while he's hit, like boing, boing, boing,
So-
and keep time.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to upload some of this. I'm going to make a funny version of this on
you are.
YouTube. So if you are an audio listener, I won't leave you out. Just make sure you go to our YouTube channel, give it a like and a subscribe and all that, so I can get loads of fucking
Can
cash.
we actually have the normal one as well, please? Go on. Don't be so horrible.
Say again, what?
Can we not have the normal one as well? Do we have to have the?
I am more comfortable with this one, Stu. I hear you. I will put it
First of
back
all, We
on.
don't have permission to broadcast Beat Saber. We can't.
That's
It
true.
doesn't make any odds.
No, YouTube actually.
Protective of their intellectual property.
YouTube actually emailed me this week and said, just slightly concerned, Chinny. I know you're making so much bank and cash on YouTube these days.
Well, I mean, we can't do anything about what you do because if you go down, we go down. That's what they
if
say.
you the snooker's good, you can keep streaming the snooker. But if you stream another minute of Beat Saber, we're gonna take you down. So,
Really,
and I said, can we send footage of Stu waving around like a dickhead? And he went, yeah, no, that's fine. So we can do that. But we can't show the footage of Beat Saber. I'm sorry, Stu. My hands are tied. I don't know what to say. I won't be so mean, Stu. I will put it back up for you so you can at least look like you know what you're doing.
Yeah, look like I'm actually, because I was quite impressive.
Yes,
to be fair.
Yeah, there you
Because
go.
this is fucking hard, I'm telling you, right? I sweated so much.
Yeah.
I'm right, every morning this week, because I've been on holiday, right, I've played this song. This is the only song I've actually played on Beat Saber.
Yeah.
This is all I've played all week, just so that I could film myself doing it.
I don't ever want anyone to have their house broken into, but I think it would be fucking hilarious if someone burgled your house while you were playing this and you had no idea. And the video
you wouldn't.
Caught them in the background, like taking your TV.
Yeah.
Even when you've got the headphones in, it's even worse.
Yeah.
You know, you got the headphones on, you can't hear a fucking thing.
It's one of the reasons.
Look
honestly,
at Stu. I'm just looking at your face, Stu. And I
know
know that you think you look shit hot.
Right, if I just like that, I'm putting a hand over me, and he actually looks pretty good.
Yes. So we got a few people in the chat. Niall Kane, I think he's more of a snooker fan because he's talking about his wins on snooker. So thanks for joining us. Undead Care Bear said this should be the advert for Beat Saber. Mint Safe said, can somebody edit this please in front of an orchestra? Done. I will do that for you, Mint Safe, no problem. Nobody's 86 says, congratulations on episode 500. Thank you very much, Nobody's. Really O'Reilly says, what's the actual song, Stu?
It's called Shatter Me by Lindsay Sterling, it is. And it's fucking hard.
But he likes to emphasise that it's hard. He likes to emphasise that. James Butler says, how much weight have you lost, Stu?
I've lost just over a stone now, about a stone and a quarter.
There you go. Deck says, Deck's in the chat, everybody. There you go. Say hello to Deck. Stu's weekly perspiration update. So we get...
Hot. Very hot.
Very hot. Shall we get somebody in, Stu?
Yeah, shall we? Who shall we? I know who we need to get in. Because
how about a little music while we wait for...
No.
No what? No what?
No music. Can't get music.
Why not? What's wrong with music? Music's great. Everyone loves music.
No.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
Stop it. No, can't do that.
Yeah.
We'll just have to suffer the silence until...
What about this music?
Just checking the first person is ready to go before I get them in.
All right.
So we'll just wait. While waiting for that, yes. Yeah. Oh. Just a minute.
Duke, when you play a clip, can you make sure that it's relevant to what the fuck we're talking about?
Absolutely. Here, I got one. This is relevant.
Oh, come on, let's get down. Come on, everybody. Check me out. I'm dancing. I'm dancing.
Lewis in the chat says this should be a GIF. Done. I will do that for you. No problem.
I know there's so many uses of that.
Sort that out. For you. Just a little bit more astute there.
Hello.
Who we got?
Oh, shit.
Introduce
What's
yourself.
the story?
Who is this?
Adam Moore, Big Bad Bear Man on the Twitch.
Ah, you're our latest follower on Twitch, Adam.
Yeah, I know. I thought you deserved it, you know.
Where are you from? I'm going to hazard a guess that you're from that island over there.
Yeah, I am from the Isle of Wight, yeah.
Oh, right down there. Oh, shit.
No, I'm actually from Ireland, yeah. I'm actually living in Newcastle at the moment, though.
Oh,
Northeast.
right. So you can't... I'm sorry. I'm
I
sorry,
can
Adam.
understand. I can understand what he was saying. Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, good. So, Adam, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
How long have you been listening to us, Adam?
I was just thinking that when you were saying your 500 episodes, like I think I just started listening to you just before episode 400.
Ooh.
So it's probably almost 3 years now.
Okay.
To the day, probably pretty close, yeah.
You remember
Adam,
how
I've just realised, Adam, that you've got your camera on, that I can see.
do I?
Yeah, your face. Look, I'm gonna put that up on the thing, so don't shy away now.
Put him up.
Right. Where is he? Where is he? Right. So, there he is. Oh no, I can't find him. This isn't good radio, Adam. Why are you ruining the show?
Adam, remember how you found our show?
People have to see my high-tech equipment for talking to you, you know?
Yeah. How did you find the show, Adam?
That's a good question. I was just looking for podcasts to listen to, and I was just like, I need to listen to a gaming podcast, and you guys just popped up.
Wow.
There you go. That wasn't a very interesting answer though. That was the most.
Most
Well,
basic.
whatever worked, whatever
basic
happened,
answer you get.
put our show in front
There's
of him.
Adam. Adam, you're on the stream. You're famous. Adam, you're
I
on.
can't see me on the stream. I
You
just
will
have
be.
black on my screen.
You'll pop
There's a
up.
little
You'll
bit of
pop
a delay.
Can't wait.
There you
Yeah,
go.
no, very interesting. What would be an interesting story then to how to find us?
That-
I am on
that
it.
you-
Taking a dump, and an alligator walked into the bathroom and said, "You need to listen to this."
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that would be very
That's why I
weird.
found the
Would be
podcast,
interesting.
Okay.
Fuck, alligator.
So when we get somebody new on the show, Adam, stop looking at yourself. You're not that vain. Come on, right. So when you get somebody new on the show, Adam, we usually
Go
try and gauge their gaming tastes.
Ooh.
Are you
Oh,
a
God.
stew, which is horrible? Are you a duke, which is the same shit but different day?
Yeah.
But are you a chinny, which is most of the time correct? So,
Correct.
I'm definitely a Duke then, yeah. Same
ah,
day, yeah.
so what's your crack, Adam?
Yeah, what are you constantly playing?
FIFA, Fortnite, Rocket League. They're my kind of three things.
Oh my god.
I know.
I was talking to my wife about Fortnite today, and she was asking me. She brought up that story that we talked about the other week, where somebody won, some kid won like millions or whatever on Fortnite.
Yeah, nearly £1 million he won.
And I said like I'd never felt more old than playing Fortnite. I've never felt so old in my life.
Old cause old.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, let's be honest, he was 15. So he was a very young person who won all that cash.
Yeah.
Still, these kids are on fucking rocket fuel when they're playing it. Like, shit, you not like.
But how old are you, Adam? You look like a young man.
I'm 25, but
Young.
He's young.
Yeah, young to us. Young to us.
I'm not quite a veteran yet. No.
No, you are a veteran. I was on this show when I was 23, Adam.
You were.
So you can be a veteran at any stage. So
Veteran gamers are experience of the mind.
So did you want to bring anything to the show, Adam? Did you have anything in your mind that you wanted to talk about?
What's the best experience you had in Rocket League lately?
Can I just whoa? Can I just stop you there?
Talk about a real game.
Can I just stop you there for a second? Because Hannah. Can I just stop you there? Hannah Chapman in the chaps. Hannah Chapman in the chat says, "Congrats on 500. Here with little Dick Dan. Adam, you need to stop playing FIFA, or it'll happen to you too."
No, I have actually stopped playing FIFA. Like, I've noticed ever since I started playing Fortnite. So when your Xbox kind of has that, how many days you played on a game or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, so I checked my FIFA, and from like FIFA 12, I was definitely averaging probably about 60 days of a FIFA cycle a year. Then as soon as Fortnite comes out, I'm down to like 25 now on this current FIFA. So that's, you can measure the impact it's kind of had.
Yeah.
Can we just check, is your penis inverted now?
Not just yet.
Constant playing?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Not just yet. I don't know.
All right, moving on. Rocket League. What's the most interesting experience you had about Rocket League lately?
Oh, fuck's sake. Rocket League does my head in sometimes. Not even going to joke. Like, I'm always playing with my friends this kind of private match stuff, and these lads are fucking diamond and all that stuff, and I'm struggling to get gold. So they're like, you need to be going into flying practice.
You need to be. I love that. People are like, you need to put in the work. You need to train. You need to warm up for half an hour before you start playing. I'm like, fuck yourself. I don't need to do any of that. I just need to play the game.
Yeah, well, Duke, you're only saying that because you're diamond or whatever the fuck you are now.
Why is it bad that I'm diamond?
No, but you're like, oh, you don't need to do training. I'm diamond and I don't do any of that.
You know what? I got to diamond by playing a lot and having fun. End of list. I spent like 3 days doing that training, trying to watch my replays and figure out what I need to do differently. You know what? Get the fuck out of my face with that. It's not a job.
Exactly. Yeah,
game.
that's a. No, 100%. That's exactly how.
Be a fun game. End of list.
Yeah. No. It's.
So anyway, what's your go-to car? How about that?
Oh God. Are we really doing this?
Sure.
I don't know.
Dance around the Beat Saber some more. Go ahead.
Loot boxes at the start of it, and I have whatever car I got out at the start.
So let me ask you, what's your favourite goal celebration?
Oh, you have to dab on them. Oh, you're not talking about FIFA. You're talking about Rocket
Well,
League.
either Rocket League or FIFA. Which is your
Oh,
favorite?
dude,
What's
I
your
can't
favorite
wait to
goal
make
explosion?
be Megan Rapinoe and do the holding out the arms. That's gonna be so wicked.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's gonna be a game changer.
Yeah. I love it. In some Pro Evo game once upon a time, I was playing at Senegal and my team scored, and my guys went to the corner and started dancing, and I was like, "What's this?" And it turns out that's because of a real thing. They did a little dance in the corner of the match when they beat, I don't know, some other team. And so they were recreating a historical event. I was like, "Dude, that rocks!"
See, I think celebrations in FIFA now are the Rocket League equivalent to like sarcastic night shots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just really winds up your opponents.
What a save! What a save!
Exactly, yeah.
Oh,
100%. That's the thing. So you just tell me then, what's been the best thing of the 500 episodes? What's the one thing what's the one best memory you have of doing the 500?
Meeting all of these people in person, I think, has been my highlight. That was okay. And
yeah, I think there's that, and also Duke's reaction to Heavy Rain has got to be one of the highlights of the actual shows.
That's right.
All-time highlight.
What was something almost as good in the years since? Nope, we peaked in episode.
We did. We peaked very early.
We did.
My lesson. I haven't gone near another David Cage game again.
No, you haven't.
Maybe if I did have something as equally fun to listen to.
The fun thing about the whole show is all the people that we meet and the people that we come across, and then you realise that, like, oh my god, all these people have met up and that everybody's sane for the most part.
Yeah, especially go hey-o.
And
anyways, so
yeah, exactly. And just like, I don't know, you go to a thing like an arcade club or an EGX, and I mean, really, when I look around, like, I don't know any of these people, but I do. Right, you know what I mean? It's weird, and I think that when you don't stand back and think about it very often, right? You know, you don't actually, you just kind of get on with it. But when you think about it, it's just a stupid show that we record every week. But it means a lot to a lot of people. It means a lot to us three, and
it does.
You know, and it's just the randomness that has come out of it. The people that we've met, I think, is by far the best thing about the whole show. So
it is. I think what's incredible for us, especially with EGX, like how many more people we meet every year when we go there. You know, we sort of started off, there was like 3 or 4, and then like last year we met loads of different people.
Yeah, this year's going to be scary.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever been to?
Started from the bottom, and now we're here.
Adam, have you been to an EGX?
Nah, I haven't had a chance to go to anything really. Full-time student at the moment, so cash is limited, and paying for rent in Newcastle.
Next step is going to be coming out and hanging out at a meetup at some point.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because we was thinking about going to, for next year, we was going to go to the other arcade club, which is in
the
Leeds
one, the new one.
Yeah.
That's more closer.
which is a bit closer to you. Yeah. It's still not too close, but it's. Yes, I know to you, Duke. I know to you, England and Britain looks like a little island on the map.
Size of Texas, like you can get from north to the south in like 3 hours. I want to hear it.
But yeah, you know, if we go to that Leeds one, I think we might plan that next year, Adam. You've got no excuse then. We're right by you. You're on your doorstep.
Unless I move back to Ireland, yeah.
Yeah, unless you selfishly
get a plane. It'll be fine.
To get the arrangements made.
Bongo makes it every time. Where in Ireland are you from?
Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland. Are you by Bongo? Are you in the Ballymena area?
No, I'm down in the south.
Oh,
Dublin.
Okay. Oh, I thought you said Northern Ireland. I thought
you did.
Right. Okay. You're in Dublin. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No. Down south now.
All
Not
right.
Northern Ireland. I don't even think I've been to Northern Ireland really.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Right.
Exciting stuff.
We'll have to do a meet up in Northern Ireland or Dublin or something.
It's a nice place.
Just to
you guys should do a tour. Stu and Chinny on tour. Just like travel all over.
Stu and Chinny on tour. Can you imagine?
I'll give it a day before I go insane.
Before we kill each other.
Yeah. I love having Stu round. When we do EGX and stuff, especially when it was in Birmingham, we'd have Stu round. I love Stu. You know, he's a great friend.
We do
By
love
the
each
Sunday, I'm like, fuck off.
Enough now.
All right.
Yeah.
Get out of my house. All right.
I will stab you.
I'm like that with anyone though. Like I think if anybody's in my house for more than like 48 hours, I'm like, get out of my house now.
Especially when he locks me in and I need a shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we won't go into that. Adam,
Yo, what's up?
what is your favourite game ever?
Yeah, all time.
Besides FIFA and Rocket League.
Yeah.
Oof. Favorite game ever? Has to be Halo then, yeah. It was one of them games I always played when I was younger, the campaign. I used to always get it for my birthday, going through that.
Halo
co-op
1?
Campaign. Halo 1, 2, 3, all of them.
1, 2, and 3. Okay. I think 3 is my favourite Halo, Adam.
I think 1 is the one that I have the most memories with in terms of the campaign, but Halo 3 is the first time I ever played online.
Oh,
and that
really?
was that was the first ever online gaming experience I had.
Okay.
And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
You know,
I remember like having Halo 2, and I'd played online before, but it was the first time I had played online on a console, and people were talking to me, and it was weird. And so Halo 1 I loved for the single player, Halo 2 I loved for the online, and then 3 I was all like bundled together in this perfect package. You know, it had a great campaign, it had a great multiplayer, and the Forge was a good laugh as well. So I always think 3 is my favourite, but I haven't gone back to it for years.
I was only playing the Master Chief Collection about a week or two ago now. It's free on the Game Pass, so I was like, yeah, I missed this. Let's go back into it.
I've got it behind me. I've got it, but like I don't know.
We'll have to play a game sometimes. We'll go through the campaign.
We could go through the campaign.
Legendary mode. Let's do it.
I'm not a young man anymore, Adam. I don't know if I have the time for that kind of shit.
Translation: he's a wuss now.
Yes,
I am. We all have time for it.
I don't know. I'm just. You know? When I was younger, I used to play through the veteran difficulty.
Listen, I play with the phone here. I got a lot of stuff I got to get done.
The veteran difficulty on Call of Duty, and I realise now.
Hey, at least they're relevant now, right?
Yeah, they are relevant now. So when they interrupt me, I'm not so mad. You know, so I just
gonna get interrupted by stupid sound effects.
Excellent. Try not to lose it. So when I play Call of Duty now, I play it on normal. You do get to an age, Adam, and I don't want to sound like an old man here, but you definitely get to an age where it's like I cannot be fucking arsed.
Well, I'll sell with normal. We'll get a squad together, 1 hour, once a week. Go through 1 to 4.
Now you're talking. Now you're talking through my language. You know,
right? And just like bounce around and be goofy.
Yeah.
Just have the crack.
Yeah, excellent. You know, I would like to play the online a bit as well. I haven't played that for a long time.
That's good of me. I have no one to play the online with, so
there you go.
I'm down for that as well.
There you go.
Before we let you go, Adam, I have got a question for you as well.
Better not be about his favorite biscuit, although that would be interesting.
No, it's not. What's the weirdest game you've ever played?
The weirdest game I've ever played.
Have you ever played anything weird? Have you ever branched out on? Yeah,
I'm definitely one. I always download these games and like I'd play them for like 5 minutes and I all of a sudden have to search like, I'm just gonna go and play FIFA like no matter what other game I have. I'm not even joking. Like I have Red Dead Redemption 2. I played like 20 minutes of it. I never went back into
it. Nah, you're pathetic.
Sorry, Adam, but you've got to go. You just been kicked off the show. Wow, 20 minutes.
What is your favorite biscuit?
I'm not a big biscuit fan actually. So
sorry, Adam, you've got to go.
Oh God.
Yeah. It was so good for so long.
No, Adam, thanks so much for getting out your comfort zone. Have you ever done anything like this before, Adam? Be on a weird internet podcast
thing?
No, I did call BBC Radio about 3 weeks ago when I was drunk talking about the Women's World Cup, so that was an experience.
Yeah, not as exciting as this, though, let's be honest.
No, definitely. They didn't agree to play Halo with me anyway.
Yeah.
No, Betty didn't.
Very articulate about it. I had to make sure I was because I knew I'd be listening
I
to
think that the Women's World Cup was better than its people. People are the worst. The people, fuck off. I want that clip, Adam. That's what I want. Adam, thank you so much for calling in.
Yes.
And you know,
pleasure, lads.
Talking
Anytime.
to us.
Say hi to Eve.
Make sure that if we're serious about doing the arcade club in Leeds next year. So make sure that you you know, I don't care how you get the cash to go. If you steal it off a granny or whatever, just make sure you get there. So
I'm serious about playing Halo, so
exactly. I will.
Sure, put your name in the chat and I'll add you, and whoever else wants to play who's listening.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, let's get a group going.
Lovely.
Right, it's been a
Lovely,
pleasure.
lovely.
Thank you, Adam.
Okay, thank you, Adam.
Bye bye.
We'll speak to you again soon. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
What a
That's it,
lovely
Adam's
young
gone.
man that he is.
Adam has gone. But without further ado, we need to get the next caller.
I will. But we got 16-bit brewing in the chat. He says congratulations on 500 guys. Step J says Halo Friday for the win. Just because Friday suits you, Jay, doesn't mean that it suits me. I haven't got a fucking child that's crying all the time. Jay says yeah, 3 is the best. Lewis says the North is the best. Deck said shh. I don't know what they go. Oh, all these great arcade clubs are wasted on the North. There, I said it, says Deck. Oh my
snap.
God.
Well, that's because he comes from the north. He runs them, you see. So that's the problem here.
We've got a chunky text here. Says, Sumu, have a wonderful show, guys. You are fantastic, and I look forward to every pod. When there's a meetup, it only reinforces how amazing your community is. Duke, you rock. Stu, you are unique. Do not change. Chinny,
I won't.
I feel like, Chinny, I feel like, wow, that guy's likes everything I like. 500 shows. And then like a few emojis and things like that. So, Sumi, thank you so much. And, you know, to your son, Will. Will came up in the chat when I was talking about Fortnite, how Will was Sumu's son who played with me when I played Fortnite, and he made me feel really old. But he was very sweet about it, and said that I didn't play too bad. Anyway, that was all good.
Yeah, right. Shall we get the next caller?
Let's get the next one. Thank you, Big Bad
it.
Burmo or Adam. All good. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Here we go. Next caller is coming, hopefully.
Yeah.
I wonder who else.
3-bedroom bisexual house share in Walthamstow. Is that correct?
Hello.
Hello.
How are you? How are you?
Buongiorno.
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 Are you okay?
Yes, this.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. Ciao.
Ciao. Hey guys, how you doing? Congratulations on
it's
500.
Bongo.
It's Robin here.
Oh, it's Bongo. Yeah.
Yeah,
All the way
well,
from Italy.
That's right.
That's pretty close. That sound clip is pretty close.
Why not? Cross holiday. That's what you're supposed to do.
Are you drunk right now, Robin?
No. We've been out for a lovely meal, and I've had some lovely wine and some
You are
cocktails.
drunk. I know. Bongo, you said to me last year, the only 2 times we saw each other, you got absolutely wrecked on both of those times. I know.
can't hide it. Damn it. Damn it.
No, you can't.
No. Look, you know what? We're in Italy right now. I could not. There's a double negative in there somewhere. I could not say hi on your 500th show. Fantastic, guys. You know what? I've been listening since the very, very beginning, and before the beginning. I don't think I've ever missed listening to an episode.
Wow.
So
appreciate that.
What a fabulous community that has been created around you all, guys, and you are my friends now. Not just guys I listen to. You're my friends, and that's lovely.
You're gonna make me cry, Robin.
I know, yeah, it's quite emotional.
Yeah. I do consider you, Robin. I do consider you. I do consider you as one of my very good friends. I invited you to my stag do. Can you believe that? And you came.
God, Amsterdam. Yeah, Amsterdam. That was cool.
And you know,
I mean, they say, you know, are you one of the people that shook Sinatra's hand? Well, you know, in our terms, in our lifetime, I'm one of the people that shook Eric's hand. So it's the same thing. Yeah, Sinatra's hand. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I'm one of the guys that shook Eric's hand.
And I hugged him. I hugged that man. I gave him a good hug.
That's right. And then we got.
So we got all man closeness.
Let him talk. He's in Italy, for fuck's sake.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, sorry.
And it's so we can just make jokes while they're around.
Yeah. How's the show going? Is it shit as usual?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Aaron or something.
Dear. So, yeah. So, yeah, we'll be seeing each other again soon in EGX.
EGX is going to be dirty this year.
Biggie.
It is.
Yeah, we've got Seth McNitt there, the infamous Greg DeLacy. You know, So there's lots and lots of
Fraser as
Americans
well, who's in the chat.
Fraser.
and Canadians. Imagine
Yeah.
Canadians.
I know.
Canadians that know how to grow vegetables and have Jaguars.
Imagine Canadians sounds like a worse band than Imagine Dragons.
Imagine Canadians. That is a good name.
So,
So yeah.
Someone in the chat's asked, is it Eamon Holmes we've got on the show? Yeah, it is. That's totally Eamon Holmes.
No. It's Robin here. It's Bongo the Saint from the Overseas Connection
Eamon Holmes.
podcast. Yeah.
Is he Sherlock's
see,
brother?
even when he's drunk, he still plugs the Overseas Connection. That's a pro.
Hey, you know, we have a really exciting team there right now. We've got a fake chin, which is a ginger as well.
Yeah.
We're ticking all the boxes for political correctness. We've got a ginger, a chin, like minority groups. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
So the Overseas Connection.
That's the end of the list, huh?
No. We've
got
deep,
ginger,
minority groups. We've got a bald deep voicer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got someone from way out in the countryside in America, which is real minority group. We've got a Californian with all his liberal nonce ideas, which is just terrible. We've got a guy from Manchester who fixes ambulances. How many people do you have in your show that fix ambulances?
He's not from Manchester.
In PR, I do it in GTA.
He's from Yorkshire.
We've got a guy that can't grow a moustache, so and just got married.
Yeah, I went to his wedding, Robin. I was there.
Yeah. So we tick all the boxes.
Yeah.
And we've
No,
got a
you
guy
are.
who-
You are a very diverse group. You're a very diverse group of white people.
Can I just stop there? We need to get Gareth on the show because he fixes ambulances apparently.
Oh yeah, okay, Gareth, good lad.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, sorry, Gary, I forgot about Gary. But
Yeah, so suck it. You're better than me.
Suck it.
Robin, are you done for the night now? Are you going out still? What are you doing?
No, we're done. We were in Mar-Largo, which is a fantastic restaurant. It's no relation to Trump whatsoever.
Donald Trump's restaurant, is that what that is?
No, yeah, no relation whatsoever. But it's beautiful. It's one of my favorite restaurants in this part of the world. We sat. We had beautiful food on the edge of Lake Garda. We watched the sun go down.
I'm sorry, you probably said this, but I missed it. What city are you in?
We were in Lake Garda in Italy.
Because Venice is. Have you been to Venice?
Yeah, but it's about 2 hours away from here.
I loved Venice. It was so awesome.
We've all been to Lake Garda.
Yeah,
We have.
yes. And Stu has peed in Lake Garda.
I have peed in Lake Garda, and I've been there again this year.
Oh yeah. Well,
Did you pee in it?
We were here last year.
I peed in it twice.
Just to make sure. Take that, Lake.
I thought I tasted something strange today.
You did.
Take water.
And this one's for Robin. Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Look, guys, go have a great 500th show. I will see you in just a couple of months' time. Love having you on the air.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. Cheers, guys. All the
Cheers,
best.
mate.
Have a good
Thanks,
one.
buddy. Bye.
Or is he still there? No.
No,
right.
he's gone. I've
Okay.
got rid of
What I
him. He's
love
gone.
about that is he said, I really appreciate you. Or like, I loved having you on the air. Like we're on his show.
I know, yeah. On the air.
You're on the Bongo Challenge show. Brilliant. Right, we've had a few things in the chat just very quickly.
Well, you do the chat and I'll land the next
You add
caller
the
up.
other person and they shut the fuck up until we're ready for. So Gareth Braint says I fix ambulances and police cars, so we could have Gareth on the show and then he would be equal to Mark. Licks and Lyrics, which is a very interesting name, says hi. Is that Eamon Holmes? So Licks and Lyrics, thanks for coming on. Quaxel. That's a good name. Hi, veterans. Congratulations on episode 500. Thank you very much, Quaxel.
Thank you.
Dave Bing, 15 in the house. I think he's referring to how many people. There's 23 people watching live right now. Thank you very much, Dave Bing. I play Dave Bing on a Thursday on Snooker 19. I think I beat him quite regularly. But it's not about who wins as long as it's me.
You just make sure you mention the fact you beat him.
As long as it's me, it doesn't matter. We got Step J said Bongo the Great. I think he should rename himself to Bongo the Great. Yes. So if a few people, the chat's still going. I'll try and sort of say things that people are saying in the chat as much as possible. Plus, every time you chat, I get a tenner, which is
On to break it down.
So I'm making that that cash, that sweet, sweet YouTube money. Stu, who we got?
Right, I'm going to add. I'm adding
Add
now.
them. Add them.
They're coming.
What have you been doing?
They're coming quick and easy.
Fuck, I thought you was going to add them anyway.
Come on.
Well, I've added them. They're coming. I think.
Maybe if we can
Anytime now,
more,
if they answer the phone.
It'll last until he's here.
Yes. They're on. Hello.
Stu, a bad person.
I am always a bad person. Hello.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hello.
Yeah, baby.
Hello.
Welcome. Who this?
It's Amar Parvez, friend of the show.
Amar, the retro pie builder extraordinaire, I think is what his title should be.
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys! 500 freaking shows. 500.
I know.
I know.
It's ridiculous.
Sounds like a big number.
It is a big number.
That's a huge
Yeah.
number.
It's ridiculous. We should have stopped this like 5 years ago.
Should have done like 499 shows ago. What is the matter with us?
Nah, never. This show will go on and on until you guys are really veterans.
I wonder when it will end. When we're dead, one of us is gonna die.
When one of us gets dementia.
As soon as one of them's dead, we'll be like, all right, who we're gonna fill in?
Who's
now?
gonna replace?
Well,
We won't even wait for the body to get cold. We'll be like, nah, fucking bring someone else.
I've been watching RoboCop, and I think when one of you dies, they'll transplant your conscience into an android.
Ooh, you
So-
should transport a serial killer's brain into RoboCop's body because you watched RoboCop 2, didn't you?
Oh God, that was awful.
Can't shoot a kid, can you?
Oh,
Probably didn't even get to the politically correct directives that they flooded him with that stupid woman who was in love with the serial killer.
Oh, I stopped
What is
watching. I think.
What is Step J talking about? The show will end when babies are born. Millie was how old was Millie when we first
No,
started?
I think he's
7?
referring to me.
Maybe you. Wow. Yeah, that could happen, I
And
guess.
trust me, Step J, the show ain't gonna end when I get a kid.
No, we'll just have a baby crying in the background. Yeah, fine.
I'm probably going. You know, RoboCop 1, right?
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
It
It's
is
one
a
of the
great
most
movie.
science fiction movies ever made.
It is a great movie.
Verhoeven, baby.
It is a great movie. However, I should definitely not have watched that as a young child.
Yeah, I was traumatized by.
Mike, I know exactly what you're talking about. I watched that when I was in school, and I should not have watched that. I was far too young for that movie.
As a child, I watched RoboCop and went, "This is fucking great. It's a fucking
It is.
robot who's a fucking cop killing fucking bad guys." And as an adult, I watch it and go, "Holy shit! He just shot that man's hand. That is the most disgusting thing I have
Yeah.
ever seen." Then he puts towards the end, he puts a fucking metal spike through RoboCop's heart,
Never
grinds it
mind.
away.
What about the melting dude?
The melting dude when he gets run over.
No way.
He shoots somebody's
I love
dick
that guy.
off.
I love that guy. That's,
Right.
That's one of my most.
Yeah.
That's one of my most favorite cinema scenes ever. When the guy just runs onto the road. Help me! And-
Yeah. I guess you think you're pretty smart, huh? You know, and all that. I should not have watched that.
For $1.
You know, the same thing happened when I watched Lion King as an adult, the original, not the.
Right.
And I loved Lion King when I was a kid, right? I thought it was the bollocks, right? And I watched it again with Madeline probably about 4 years ago, and it was the scene, spoilers, when Mufasa dies, and I, as an adult, was like, "Oh my god, this is awful." And then I look at Madeline, just nothing there, just like stone.
Suck it.
And when I was a kid, I was like, yeah, Mufasa's dead. Where's Timon and Pumbaa? Let's just get to the fucking fun stuff.
Hakuna Matata.
Yeah, but let's
Kids
be
are
honest.
brutal. Kids don't give a
Let's be
shit.
honest, a lot of Disney films like that. I mean, like Finding Nemo, they kill his mum in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
No, what are you talking about? She dies at the end.
No, they kill Nemo's mum at the beginning. That's how it
Sorry, I was
happens.
Sam, because that's the movie I was going to talk about. Sorry.
Yeah, that's another one that's brutal.
Yes, it's
Oh,
very.
And then you got Up, which is just awful at the start. It just shows you that life is pointless.
That's right.
It's just these goddamn films are so damn depressing. When you're a kid, they're fine. You don't even care. All right, you're like no problem with them. You're just laughing at stuff and all the death and everything. But you know, as you grow older, you're like, oh god.
But you mentioned the Lion King and RoboCop. They actually share a line in common where they when Timon and Pumbaa come on the scene for the first time, they walk in and they go, "Bitches leave," and that's the same RoboCop. So
that's true. Yeah, yeah. I love that scene in RoboCop where they go, "Yo, RoboCop, everything the light touches is our kingdom," and I thought it was a bit out of context for the licks and lyrics are spoilers galore. Lion King was based
on all these Disney films.
Lion King was just a rip-off of some Japanese lion thing and Hamlet, so don't worry about spoilers for Lion King. It's you know.
And Hamlet was a rip-off of the actual story of Hamlet.
Yeah.
So, can I just say, by the way, Josh says that Bongo is very drunk.
Is that
on the Twitters?
Is that Bongo's son?
Yes. Josh has tweeted, said yes, he is very drunk.
Bless him. I love Josh. What a good young man he is. When his father was absolutely wrecked, Josh was looking after him. Bongo dropped a hot dog on the floor and he had to clean it up. What a young man Josh has turned out to be. Anyway, Armor, we should probably talk to you.
Armor, what have you been playing?
Yeah, Armor.
Just give me my phone call. So I had to get the RoboCop quote in there.
Phone call.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the day I get arrested by the police and I can just spit on the counter and go,
"What's
just
charge?
give me that."
He's cop killer.
Yeah. Yeah. So what have you been playing, Armor?
I've been playing Mario Maker 2 on the Switch.
Excellent.
Quite a bit of that. Haven't yet managed to, haven't gotten around to uploading any courses, but Mario Maker 2, been playing that.
Have you been playing the story mode of Mario Maker 2, or have you been playing?
I've been playing the story mode.
Okay.
The story mode's pretty, you've got to build a castle and you need money to do that. You've got to complete levels, and that's fine. It's just the reason why I love Mario Maker and I bought it on the Wii U and the 3DS was because one of my favorite games of all time, Mario World, which I think is your favorite game as well, Chinny.
Correct.
Mario World. I've played 96. Every year I play the game and I do all 96 levels. But playing Mario Maker on the Wii and on the Wii U, and the 3DS now on the Switch, you actually get to play brand new levels made by Nintendo in the style of Super Mario World graphics.
Exactly.
I think that's the reason. That and I absolutely love that. I don't care much for
DLC.
Super Mario Brothers 3. Exactly. I don't care much for Mario Brothers 1 or Mario Brothers 3 or New Super Mario Brothers or Mario or the Mario 3D World. It's graphics from the Mario World game, and I want new levels in that. And I've waited. I mean, when did Mario World come out? It came out in 1991. So I've been waiting almost about a good nearly 30 years for this DLC. So yeah, Mario Maker 2, I've been playing that quite a lot.
When I make a level, I always make it default Mario World themed. And then sometimes I change it to like Mario 3 or Mario 1. I'm like, I just don't care about this style. Do you know what I mean? There's just like, I just don't, I have no interest in making like other styles of Mario. I might try the 3D World style because there are different things you can do in that one. You can have different items.
I like those different styles, but what really pisses me off about Mario Maker 2 is people uploading these levels that you've got to get within a pixel of a jump, correct? Otherwise you die. I don't see the point. Exactly. I don't understand the point in that. I mean, Mario is about having fun, and these guys are making these weird levels that only 0.0002% will ever complete. What's the point in that?
If you were hardcore enough, you would.
Yeah. What is the matter with you?
I think the thing is with it is that like people just, it's really easy to make a really hard level. That's like really easy to do. So people do that a lot.
It's a way to kind of yourself. I have the hardest level in the world.
Yeah, there's a bit of that, and I just think it's just easy to do, and it takes a lot of skill to make a level that is good and fun and works properly and is tested and so on. So I think people just make it hard, just as a shortcut. I think hard is a shortcut for a good level.
I have got some advice for you, Armar. You just need to suck less.
Yeah, no,
that's the thing.
Not useful stuff. But the level that I uploaded last week, a level last week, Armar, and it was a haunted themed level, and I uploaded.
Ghost Valley, Mario World 3.
Sorry.
Was that in the style of Mario World Ghost Valley?
Super Mario World style, right?
Right. Okay.
So it was a ghost theme level, and I did that, and my first level, I'm still really proud of my first level my first proper level that I made, because I gave it to a colleague of mine, Jamie, who does all the art, by the way, on the screen. Jamie, he's like me. He's a very good Mario player, right? He loves Mario. He knows Mario, and he's actually he used to be a tester for Rare. That was one of his previous jobs. So, he tested on Banjo's nuts and bolts and all that sort of stuff. So I gave him the level, the first one that I really really liked, and he tested it and he made it better, because he was like, "Oh, you need to change this." And I didn't do that with my haunted level, and I uploaded it because I wanted to upload it quickly, and then I gave it to Jamie as a test, and he again gave me feedback, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's going to make it so much better if I just do that." So every time I make a level now, I'm going to make sure that it's done, that I'm completely happy with it,
man.
and then I'm going to give it to Jamie and go, right, rip it apart, and I'm going to watch him play it. And so my haunted level was all about choice. It was all about you could go left and right, left and right, left and right. But what tended to happen, which was quite interesting, was people who went left, which was the hardest choice, wouldn't stop and go right. They would keep going left until they did it, and that wasn't useful for me. So I stopped making it a choice and made it one way.
How do you? So let me ask you this, Chinny. How do you design your levels? Because, and the reason why I ask is I bought the Mario Maker 2 collector's edition from Nintendo UK, and with that you get
the stylus.
You get the stylus for the Switch, but you also get the book, which is basically, it's a Mario Maker book, but inside it's basically it's graph paper, square graphs inside.
Oh, really?
And so the plan is that you sort of scribble down all the levels you're going to make, etc., then
so
transplant that onto the screen. How do you design your levels? Do you sort of sketch it out, or do you just go from memory and thinking, I'll do this?
So I have a few things that I do. I'm glad you asked that question, Omar. I was going to make a video on this very subject. So what I do is I give myself some rules. So and the rules are usually, so for example, I want to make a level. I haven't made it yet, but the next one I want to make, right, is, you'll know this, Omar. In Super Mario World, where you've got that platform of bricks. It's about a row of 5 or 6 blocks, and when you jump on it, it starts moving, and you got to keep along with it. Do you know what I'm talking about? Right? So you can make that in Mario Maker 2. You can make one of those, right? So I want to make my version of that, right? So it's my version of that, but there's the other twist is that there's going to be rising lava. So the lava's going to go up and down, up and down.
Evil man.
So that is how I start. I'm gonna make a level with those bricks with rising lava that goes up and down, go, and I just keep doing stuff, and I just and do this kind of falls into the creative process of writing and stuff like that, right? Very similar process where when you are creating something, you have to be willing to explore it, but also be willing to bin it. And just because I've worked on Kill Your Darlings, just because I've worked on something for 2 hours, it doesn't mean that I should keep it. And the level that I'm making now, which is I don't know what I'm going to call, but my theme was when I was making my haunted level, I found out that I could put little boos, which is those little ghost things, on tracks, and they can go on tracks. So then it started to look like a little ghost factory. So I wanted to make a level that looked like a ghost factory. So that's the level that I'm working on now, but I'm not massively into it. I don't really like it that much, to be honest. But I'm working on it. I'm trying it. And the first bit that I made was actually too hard, so I made that later on. I moved it, and it took me a while to move it. So it's just a creative process of just constantly just tweaking it, picking a rule, picking a theme, and then going for it. So my theme for the next one is that moving bricks, rising lava, go, and I just keep coming up with ideas, and and Duke, again, you will attest to this. I force the creativity to happen. Right?
Absolutely.
I force it to happen.
Carr said that the cure for writer's block is typing.
Yes, so it is the same thing. Like I don't feel like I have an idea. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I pick it up, right? And I just pick it up and I play with it, and I don't like it, and then I put it away, and then I'll delete it and keep going. So I'm willing to delete everything that I've made. I'm very harsh, and I'll just get rid of it. So that's kind of what I do, Armour, in a very long-winded way. So
cool.
Yeah.
Anything else you've been playing, Armour?
I've not been playing, but I should be opening this imminently. I bought Fire Emblem Three Houses game on the Switch.
People are raving about this game.
Yeah, it's made by Intelligent Systems, and they made Advance Wars, which I absolutely loved on the Game Boy Advance, and the Dual Strike and Days of Ruin on the 3DS. And for some reason, they haven't made a fifth game, but what the company have done is they went and did Fire Emblem, which is similar to Advance Wars, it's turn-based strategy, etc., etc. And I had Fire Emblem on the 3DS, which is one of my all-time favorite games. So when they announced this particular game for the Switch, it was a no-brainer. So I'm hoping to unwrap that over the next few days and start that.
So what kind of game is it?
It's a turn-based strategy game.
Ooh, turn-based strategy.
Turn-based strategy where you build relationships with other characters.
Okay.
They've got different skills, and basically the story is that there's three countries, and they send three of their best into a school. So it's sort of like Hogwarts, but Fire Emblem, and you train them up, and you basically get their skill levels up, and every now and then something happens on the outside, the enemies attack, and you have to go out as a party and fight them, and then come back, and the story evolves. I mean, the original Fire Emblem on the 3DS, the very first version that came out, Fire Emblem Awakening, I sunk about something like 60, 70 hours into that, and I was only halfway through. So yeah, I think this is going to be a fantastic game.
They are big games, aren't they, these games?
I'm trying to find some combat here. There we go. I think I found some. Took me a while. I know that I'm not going to like this game because I just skimmed through the whole video trying to look for combat.
Japanese. It's very Japanese. Lots of cutscenes and
a lot of cutscenes in this, Armour.
Lots of them. And if you don't pay attention to the cutscenes or what they say, actually, the big thing is you've got to go into the menu options and make sure you have an option selected where it will not go forward in the text until you press X, because it's very, very easy just to skip entire conversations, and there's little nuggets of information that you need for
future. That would be Chinny. You'd be skipping everything.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
If I want to read, I'll go to school.
Yeah, exactly. James Butler in the chat says, I love his accent. I think he's talking about you there, Armour.
Yeah, it is a great accent.
Oh, hi, man. Big man. Hi. Hi. Another game I've been playing is 2 Point Hospital, which is...
Oh my god, I want to play this so much.
Yeah, I'm sure you've not played this yet, Chinny.
I know.
It is so good. I think I'm going to buy the DLC where you set up a hospital in a snowy area.
Is it a desert island or something?
There's one, I think it's a desert, but there's one where it's in a very, very cold climate. So some of the diseases you get through are like Yeti head or something like abominable something or another.
Sure.
You've got to bring them in and cure them. And yes. So yeah, I've been playing that, and other than that, I've managed to procure a new graphics card for the PC.
Yes.
Should be. But I found out that my power supply isn't. I might not have a big enough power supply.
Oh dear, what sort of graphics card have you gone for then?
It's 2080.
That's the thing about PC games.
It's one of those.
Another.
Is it a GTX or is it an Nvidia?
It's an RTX 2080 Ti.
A what?
2080 Ti.
Are you drunk, Armour?
No, I just don't want to say it out loud because folk will say, you should have got the 2080 Super. It's better bang for buck, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, who cares? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Look,
But
the only question, Armar, the only question you need to ask yourself is, does it run VR? And if the answer is yes, then it's a fine graphics card you got right there.
Guess what else it can run, Stu? It can run F-Zero on a Super Nintendo emulator. Wow.
Yeah. Now
Brilliant.
you're talking.
What?
I can play F-Zero. I can play F-Zero again. Yay.
Jesus Christ.
That's my man.
Cutting edge, man. Cutting edge.
But I did. I saw some videos on YouTube on Rise of the Tomb Raider using the ray tracing and all of that stuff.
Rise.
That looks good. Looks fantastic. I don't think it'll be a big thing. Apparently, Microsoft and Sony are going to have some of that in the next generation consoles, but it is bloody good. And the other reason why I went for this particular GPU is for Bitcoin and mining, etc. Mining cryptocurrencies. I could do it with extra horsepower as well.
Wowzers. I didn't know you were into all that cryptocurrency stuff.
I
thought the bottom had fallen out of that market.
On Bitcoin, I think you may be a bit late to the game, but there's other cryptocurrencies popping up all the time. And
Chinny coin.
Chinny coin. I think you should open your account with Chinny coin.
Yeah. Buy some Chinny coin, motherfuckers.
Can I just say we had a very random message in the chat which said from Glen Mountain said Chinny only bumped into Liam Gallagher in my hometown centre today and was drinking with him for 2 hours. What a guy! Is this true, Chinny?
I don't know. How am I supposed to know? I don't know. I wasn't there.
Well, it says Chinny only bumped into Liam Gallagher in his town centre.
I struggle to see. I struggle to. I don't know. Liam doesn't.
Very
seem
random.
like
Very
a
random
nice
message.
person, but, yeah. Hey.
Right, Armar, on that note, we're going to have to let you go and get someone else in, but it's been great for you to come on and chat.
Thanks for hanging with us, Armar.
Yeah, thank you, Armar.
Actually, guys, before I go away, I just want to say thank you to Duke for the pep talk that I received from a few weeks ago. Thanks for that, Duke. You know what it was about, and I want to say, freaking love you, man. You're an awesome guy.
I love you too. Thank you very much, and thanks for coming on.
We all love Duke.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Armar.
Cheers, mate.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, don't you love Armar? He's
great.
Lovely man.
Armar's great.
That's the biggest regret I have about going up to the UK is that I missed my chance to see him.
Yeah.
But we still haven't met Armar, have we? We just keep missing each other. So we've still to meet Armar. You've met Armar, haven't you? I haven't.
He's gone. Almost gone.
Yeah. I'm saying you've met him though, but I haven't.
I have met him because I was in Glasgow and I texted him and I said, Armar, I'm in Glasgow for work. And he said, right, I'll pick you up and buy you a chicken. And
There's no Angus MacLeod in North Kilt Town.
Yeah.
Right.
So
we get the next
I'm just looking at if we've missed any chat stuff.
Yeah, you look at that. I'll get the next one in.
Gareth says, we don't know she died in Finding Nemo.
I don't know. I think it's pretty obvious she's dead.
Step J said, I got emotional watching Toy Story 4. And we got our next person in.
Hey, all right.
It's John.
It's John. Hi, everyone. Oh, this is John Sealing.
It's just John Sealing.
Oh, right.
Oh, no, he's still here.
John's back.
I'm back.
I thought you fell over there, John.
Yeah, what happened, John? Did you trip?
Not quite yet. I've had a couple of days, but not enough to fall over.
John,
not as many as Bongo will.
It's a reoccurring theme that everybody seems to be getting pissed on a Sunday night. I'm getting a bit worried.
What better thing to do when you're drunk than to go talk to us?
Yeah. Live on the internet.
Live, look, your face is on the stream.
You are.
We can see your kitchen. Your back door's open for some reason. You're going to get robbed, John, if you leave that back.
And that's why.
That's
for you.
Yeah, there you go. John, we've met in real life.
We have met.
Yes, we have. Recently.
And forgive me, John, but I'm going to ask you a question. I might have asked you on the day. What's your game of choice? I think it's coming back to me actually. But what's your go-to sort of game genre, games of choice, so we get to know you a little bit better?
I do play all sorts. I have all consoles, and I buy quite a few games, and I also do game share with my friend who he buys even more games than me.
Those are good friends to have, John. I have one of those.
As a result, and we do game share on the Xbox and on the PlayStation. So as a result, I have just about every game going, but I do play quite a lot. It probably.
Oh no!
Oh no! Is he frozen?
Right.
Or he's playing with us. He wants us to think that he's frozen. He's just staying very, very still.
He might be staying very still. That'd be a very big talent. I think when he comes back.
Oh, he's back.
John,
Oh.
you're back.
Yeah.
Right. I'll tell you what, John.
I
Turn
did
off your
please.
video. Turn off your video. So we'll turn that off.
Goodbye, John's handsome face.
Yeah, not that I don't enjoy
you go.
looking at you, John, but I'm afraid.
Yeah, he's a handsome man.
But I'm afraid. So, what was you saying, John? You cut off just before you sort of getting into what you play a bit of everything,
So
but.
I'll tell you what I'm playing at the moment. At the moment, I'm playing Shadow of the Colossus on the PS4.
Oh, good game.
Damn.
I am very much enjoying it. The only part I don't enjoy is having to go and find them.
Yes.
When I actually find the Colossus, it's loads of fun, but having to go find them is just a pain because the map's not great.
Yeah.
You get a bit lost. There's nothing exciting that happens on the way.
There is literally nothing in between all
You,
of them.
you spend a lot of time holding that sword up.
Yeah,
Trying
exactly.
to figure out where you need to go.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's a beautiful game, and I'm really enjoying it. Just apart from the travelling part. I tried to play Elder Scrolls Online. I'm basically looking for like a big story adventure game I can like really get into, the kind of game that I think about all day and I want to go home.
Witcher 3, man. What's the matter with you?
Hello?
Have you played The Witcher 3?
Yeah. Yes, I played The Witcher 3 and completed it.
Bam.
Absolutely loved it.
Take that, Stu.
Yeah, he's way ahead.
Shove your Witcher 3 up your arse.
Yeah, it's probably one of my favourite games ever.
Okay.
That's exactly the type of game that I'm looking for. Just like when I was playing The Witcher 3, it's just all I could think about. And I'll just put it on at night and just play 4 or 5 hours.
Have you played Red Dead 2, John?
I've played Red Dead 2. I liked it.
Okay, John, we're gonna fall out.
I know what he means. I know what he means.
It was just a bit of a slog at times.
It was. I agree. It went on way too long.
It was at times. It just wasn't much fun. After I played Red Dead, I played Crackdown 3 after it, and I thought they were completely opposite games.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. One's terrible and one's brilliant. I gotcha.
I'm not saying terrible exactly.
I'm not saying that Crackdown 3 was a good game, but you could put Crackdown 3 on for like 6 minutes, and from the second that you put it on, you'd be shooting stuff and jumping about and having. Well, if you put Red Dead on, like you need 40 minutes and
you gotta brush your horse.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Which is almost as much fun as shooting people.
Yeah.
That was my only issue with it. But other than that, the fishing on it, I'm a fisherman, you see, and the fishing on it was second to none. So
there you go. See, it's funny because the fishing is probably the one thing I never did.
Oh, it's amazing. Like I would be riding past like a lake or a river, and I'd think, "I looks like a lovely fishing spot," and I'd go down.
Save that for later.
A lovely fishing spot.
Oh, that looks lovely. That looks.
Oh, that looks like I might get a good catch.
Oh, I want me some good fishing there. That's funny.
Yeah, let me ask you: have you played a Yakuza game?
Yes, I have played.
He's played everything, Stu.
He has.
Yakuza 0. I've just finished Kiwami.
Oh, I love it.
I've just finished Kiwami. I've got Yakuza 6, but I've not played it yet. And I played a couple of them back in the day, like on the PS2. I can't remember.
So what do you say to Chinny? Because we're trying to convince Chinny to have a go of a Yakuza game. What do you say to him about it?
I absolutely love them. I am a big fan of Japan and Japanese culture on the whole. But Yakuza, like the stories, they're complicated, and the Japanese names make it a little bit more harder to understand. But like the stories are so complex and so interesting, and that coupled with just a light-hearted fun of all the stuff that you can do in the open world, they're just great games. Like I absolutely love them. I would definitely recommend them to anyone.
There you go. You're my man. You are my man.
You're my man.
The other game I've been playing, because I've been in a little bit of a funk where I've got quite a lot going on at home, so like games where I'm going to die a lot of that challenging at the moment. I don't really feel like playing, so I started playing What Remains of Edith Finch on.
Well, it's been great
Friday.
having you on. I hate to...
Oh, you are me.
Oh my God,
can't
John
believe
and
I'm
Stu,
always-
get a
Who's
room.
Stu gonna assassinate so he can have you on instead?
I know. I love you. We should have you on more often.
It is absolutely brilliant. Like from like the first 10 seconds of playing it, I was just absolutely gripped by it. It's just I've not finished it yet. I'll probably finish it tomorrow, but it's just absolutely amazing. Really, really good.
I made Millie play that in one sitting. I just sat her down and made her play it.
Yeah, I'm going to get my wife to play it as well because it's brilliant.
Such a great game. So
Yeah.
I love you. I love you. You have some good time.
Wow,
so
Stu,
can I ask
you
what
are
do
married, you know.
I am. I know. Well, you know what? It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah. Let me ask you. So Cyberpunk. How excited on a scale of 1 to 10 are you?
I'm excited, but I have learned from the past few years that so much hype doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be good.
John, can I ask you a question? John, can I ask you a question here, John? Have you taken a class on what to say to get Stu excited and Duke excited at the same time?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just a natural.
Yeah. It's true though. You get so hyped about stuff, and we're not kids anymore. So then you go, actually, this is the same shit, different game. So...
I made like a conscious effort to not even watch like any of the gameplay stuff or anything they released about it because I'm going to get it. But then I ended up watching. I can't remember what it was on. It might have been on E3 or something. But I saw some of the gameplay, which whether it actually turns out like that or not, questionable. But it did look like absolutely amazing. So I will be buying it and I will be playing it.
Because I mean, I watched a lot of the trailers for Cyberpunk, and you know, like all the fancy stuff, and I forgot that it was first person. Do you know what I mean? I was like, oh right, yeah, it's a first person game. Completely forgot. But like you, I haven't watched tons of it. I've saw bits and bobs of it. But you know, I'm trying to stay away because I want to be surprised. Where Stu will send me like, oh, here's the first.
I haven't watched everything.
It's the first 40 minutes of the game. Isn't this brilliant? Watch it. And I'm like, why do I want to watch that? I don't get it.
I agree.
Yeah, I've always found that odd.
Yeah, but no, it's looking good. It's looking good. So, is what game are you more excited? Is there a game that you're more excited about than Cyberpunk?
I've got so many games that in my back catalogue that I've not played that I don't even spend any time being excited about games because there's games that I was excited about coming out that I've got that I haven't played yet, like Metro Exodus. I've just bought Jurassic Park World Evolution.
Oh yeah,
I wanted to play that, and I played that a little bit, but not played it.
I really want to play that. I love that kind of game. Yeah.
It's good. It's good so far. I've only done like the first little island, but it's good. It looks good. It is fun seeing your little dinosaurs run about and getting on your little jeep and going and shooting them with tranquilizer guns. It is fun, so I would recommend it.
You should all be destroyed.
Yeah. John, how long have you been listening to the show, John?
I have. I think when we spoke at the meetup, I said about 3 years, but I've actually been listening since before show 100.
Wow!
So I realised later on that's actually a lot longer than that.
Wow!
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
That's a long time. That's let me do my maths in my head. That's about 20. That's 2012-ish, John.
Yeah.
I say, is that how you found this via Susan?
Yeah, it is Susan. Yeah, I don't work with her anymore, but I used to work with Susan, so that is how I found you. And I would say I've probably not missed an episode since I started.
Oh my God, John!
Loyal. You are loyal.
Not even turned off halfway on to disgust.
I also started listening to a few of the over 35s the other day at work.
Wow!
I listened to a couple of those, and I expected to go back thinking it'd be like really, really different, but it's just exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
It's the same show.
Nothing's changed.
You couldn't tell that it's like 10 years ago. You're just all exactly the same. You're just playing like 3 different games, which I think were like one of the Call of Duties. I think Stu was playing that. What's that horror one where you have to shine a light at people?
Alan Wake.
Oh, Alan Wake.
Alan Wake, yeah.
Oh, what a game.
Right now.
And Chinny, you were all excited because of Red Dead Redemption. The first one was coming out.
Oh my God! Yeah, that's 2010. That's 20. Alan Wake and Red Dead Redemption was 2010. So that's how long. That's how long ago that was. Jesus Christ.
Wow, that is a seriously long time.
Yeah, it's a long time. But hey, any highlights for you, John? Is anything that you want to say about the show before we let you go?
I just want to say, just thank you, really, because like I say, I listen every week, and I absolutely love the show.
Thanks,
so
John.
thank you for putting it out there, because obviously it's quite a long time out of your lives and stuff to do, but I really appreciate it. So just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, we're gonna stop immediately. But thanks for coming out for the EGX meetup as well. Sorry, not the Arcade Club meetup. Is that the first time you came out to meet us?
I came to EGX a few years ago as well with Susan.
You did. We've got a picture of us all together.
Yeah.
There is a picture with you in it.
I don't think I was there though, was I?
No, you weren't. I think that I went down one of the days and you were there the other day, but not that day.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I am coming to EGX in London this year. I've got tickets for 2 of the days. I don't know. I've not made any other plans other than that. I'm coming down with my friends. So
it's going to be messy this year, John. It's going to be messy. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but you're welcome to stay with us and stick with us. You can fuck off if you don't want to hang around with us. It's totally fine.
Veteran gamers, you can fuck off.
Yeah,
we really don't.
No, you know what I mean, John. You know, like you're there with your mate. I've got a mate. Only one. No, I've got plenty of mates. But you might want to just hang out with your mate. You might not see your mate very often. So I don't feel obligated to hang around with us, is what I'm saying. But you are more than welcome to.
Yeah.
So
I'll definitely link up with you at some point throughout the weekend. Definitely.
Link up with us,
lick up. So John, thanks so much for coming on to the show 500 and saying nice things and telling us. And you have gained a new friend with Stu, I have to say.
You definitely have.
You're going to have trouble getting rid of Stu when we get to EGX. You're like, John, did you play the time before? Oh, have you seen the new trailer?
Take a shit. Leave me alone. No.
There was no point asking you what's the weirdest game you played, because you played lots of them by the sounds of it.
Yeah, there's a few.
Is there any Stu type games that you don't like, John?
I've not tried the pigeon fucking game, but I imagine I probably wouldn't like it.
You will, honestly. I think you'll be wrong.
No, I don't.
We need to wait for pigeon fucking VR to come out, and then Stu is about 4 stone in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Played any VR, John?
Bloody hell, Stu, you've lost all that weight. Oh, fucking.
Yes, pigeon fucking. That's what's done it.
Well, John, it's been a pleasure having you on, John.
Thanks for having me.
Brilliant.
Yay, thanks, John.
Excellent. Thanks, John.
All right, cheers, bye.
Cheers, mate.
See you later.
Bye.
Yeah, we
got
love
some
John.
We got some great listeners.
John.
Don't you think we got some great listeners?
Yeah, we do.
We have.
Are we getting any more on?
Yes, I've got another person lined up ready to go.
By the way, is Fraser one of the people?
No, but I can add him to the list.
Add him to the list. He asked me earlier, and I had to.
Yeah, tell him to get himself online. That's what he needs to do. Then I can see him on the. I've definitely got him on my Skype already somewhere.
All right.
But if he sends me a message, then he'll be in the recent stuff.
Yeah, there you go. Right, go on then.
Okay, let's get the next person on. Here we go. Just a minute, let me find them. Oh, here we go. That's the one.
Here we go.
Yeah. Here we go. If I can tick it.
Brilliant.
For some reason, it wouldn't let me tick it. Right, I've done it now. Calm yourselves down.
Sure have done it.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to put more of Stu playing Beat Saber on the screen.
Yeah, well, you need to get it ready, because there's someone who will agree with everything I say regarding this game right now, isn't there, Antonio?
We'll see about that, mate. We'll see about that. Hello, everybody.
Got shit to talk.
God.
Hey,
yes, Antonio's on.
What up, Antonio?
What I like about these shows is the past, 6, 50, 350, 400 episodes, I've been in a different location, and that's the exact same thing now. I'm in another location again. So, hello.
Well, we'd like you to move around a bit.
I think you're a spy. You're a lazy spy.
What location are you in now?
Sorry, Duke?
What location are you in?
Back home, since I finished my degree.
Oh, I see.
And
were you there last time we were on?
Why are you speaking into a tin can?
Yeah, what happened there?
I'm on.
I like the way he sounds when he speaks into a tin can.
Hold on, I can swap the microphone, see if that helps.
No, don't, Antonio. It's fine.
Too late.
Okay. Right. Okay. So, Antonio, you've been on the show. You are a veteran of being on the Veteran Gamers. And is there anything that you would like to say about the 500th show, where you started listening, what you thought, how old you were? Say that again, Antonio.
I would, but I think I've said it every time now since for the past like I said 6
Say
or
it
7.
again.
It's like,
We want to hear it over and over.
I've been listening for like I think 9 years now. Is it 8 or 9 years?
Yes.
8.
Yeah, it's
probably.
a long time.
Yeah, a long time.
You was a
yeah,
sperm when you started listening.
You were a sperm. Do you know when Antonio first started listening, he had his own local radio show in his local parish.
I did. I had to talk about that recently for an interview. Actually, yeah, it was weird
Yeah.
reflecting on that.
We listened to you while we were decorating our living room.
I remember you saying that. Yeah, when I did my
totally
radio.
true.
And then when he stepped back, he looked at what they had put up, and it was a big mural of Antonio.
Yeah.
It was.
His face all over the living room.
I did leave my radio station because I think they never fully updated the schedule in the studio, so my time slot is still there, but they just filled in with someone else now.
So that still exists, does it? All these years later.
Yeah, it still goes. Yeah, it's still going.
You just go in when he's doing the show one time and just kick him out. Like, hey, it's my show.
I'm the real Antonio.
I did swap microphones.
Say again?
So yeah, it's still shit then. Okay. I swapped microphones, but I guess it didn't work.
It's still shit.
No, it sounds slightly better.
Antonio, what do you make of Stuart on the screen at the moment?
I'm not watching the stream. Should I be watching the stream right now?
Yes, you should definitely be giving you a verdict on me playing this stupid.
I should get the better version of the video up.
No, because it doesn't load. Leave it alone.
Okay.
Just let him see me playing it, for fuck's sake.
Fine.
Jesus Christ.
I've
So
totally
before I
swapped it.
go on then, give me the full details. What song is it? What difficulty then? If I have to...
The song is "Shatter Me" on Expert.
Okay then. Okay, I'm watching you now.
Which is very, very fast. In fact, it's so fast that when I played other songs afterwards, my brain couldn't compute how slow they were going. Oh, now he's just doing the stupid one where it's just me doing it without the fucking stuff.
This is the sexy one.
Yeah, but you don't look. Let him see me playing it, for God's sake.
But it's
Then he can give us
funnier.
proper
I know
review.
what it looks like. Again, it's great watching you without the game, but I do kind of need the game to gauge skill.
Yeah, come on, man. For him to judge my skill levels.
He's amazing. That's all you need.
Come on, Chinny.
He just wants a bloody compliment. That's all he's after.
Well, I don't want a compliment. I just want to know what he thinks, you know.
He wants a
'Cause
compliment.
I think you should just title it.
I can see you've gone better.
Fat Boy plays Beat Saber.
No. I'm not going to do that.
Shaming.
No.
Yeah, you got better, man. Good job. I mean, you've been playing more than me because, like I said, I have the PSVR version, so I have no new content to play. So I just knocked on the head until I get a PC VR.
This is one of the most satisfying songs to play, I've got to say. It's so good. And it's nicely mapped. Yeah, it's really nice to map, but it's so fast. It's just ridiculously fast. But I found the best, what I do now to learn to play these things, I just put them on no fail mode to begin with. And just keep going through them. And obviously, there's sections that I'll do dead easily, and then there's sections that I struggle with, and I just keep doing them on no fail mode till I start hitting the sections that I can't do anymore.
That is the best way to do it. The best way I'd say to get better at snap reactions is to do the songs you know, but on 150 or 200 speed. That's the best way to get used to snap reactions.
But I was saying, isn't it weird when you play a song that's slower, all of a sudden after playing something that's so fast, and you're suddenly like, shit, this feels really slow.
Well, exactly. So you get used to the higher speed. So when you go back to normal, you're like, oh, this is easy.
It's really hard.
Yeah,
it's actually really hard to play a slow song.
But yes, you've gotten better, mate. Well done. I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you, mate. Thank you. Yeah.
Fine. Can I put it back to the...
For me, but...
well, we'll see. We'll bloody see. You say that, but we've no proof of any of this.
You know,
all right, enough about Beat Saber. Antonio, what you been playing, buddy?
Yeah, what else have you been playing, Antonio?
Crash Team Racing. I said that last time I was on it, actually. I just play Crash Team Racing nowadays, and that's about it. I adore the game.
How about that?
It's just so fun, man. They're releasing free content monthly, new tracks, new characters, new cars, and yeah, I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it.
Stu's been playing Crash Team Racing on the VR. Here's some footage of him playing it.
Oh, yeah, that looks like Crash Team Racing there.
Yeah, I've just been adoring that really. And for some reason, some PlayStation Move games. Since I moved back home, I have all my older consoles again.
Ooh.
And God, the Move was the games they made for the Move were terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, we knew that back then, but it's just needed a little bit of a reminder, you know.
So
They didn't even really make any games for the Move, did they? They were just sort of experiences.
No, yeah, not really. I just thought since I now have 4 of them because of the PSVR, I thought I'd give them a shot.
So why have you got 4?
What's the worst game you've played on the Move?
Sorry, you're being overpowered with Stu.
I will not be overpowered, God damn it! I have a fancy microphone that can hear everything I'm doing.
That's better than mine right now. Probably a game called The Shoot, which is literally like a light gun game with no passion. It's supposed to be like you're on a set of a movie, but it's someone who's been on a movie set. That it's not depressing enough. So.
What are you talking about? You get paid to make dreams come true. We're the luckiest people in the world. Oh, come on, Antonio. You don't know the next line?
I'd say again.
Bart shows up on the set for Krusty, and he's like, "We get paid to make dreams come true. We're so lucky." And the guy goes, "I wish I was dead."
That's it. Yeah. That's why I didn't do it.
Look, dude, not everybody knows every single line in The Simpsons.
But Antonio knows about The Simpsons. There aren't very many people in my life I can hope and trust that will catch these references.
I missed that one. I apologize, but I remember the episode at least. Is the I didn't do it one. So hopefully I can get your validation back.
That's all right. I still love you.
Yeah, we'll let you off.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Say the line, Bart.
I didn't do
it. The next day, you're some schmuck working in a box factory.
But yes, I will say it since everyone else is saying it. Congrats on 500 episodes, because that's a long time of just talking the shit.
It is true.
2.5 hours an episode. That's crazy. So well done.
Yeah.
Well done. It's deserved. I don't know.
I try not to think about it because it gets depressing.
Why is it depressing?
I wish I was dead.
Because
I know, yeah.
there are many things we could have achieved in this time.
Whatever, I've been achieving things in my spare time.
Look, how many papers has Duke graded while he's been doing this show?
No, my prime time in life is between 9 and 11 on a Sunday, and I've been wasting it on this podcast. For the rest of the week, I'm just nil. Yeah, I'm just like a blob. Yeah, a blob. So. Yeah, but you know, Antonio comes on the show every week. I don't know, like it's not like a treat to have him on anymore.
No, it is a treat.
I don't have to come on. I come on enough. I'm sure people are fucking tired of me now, especially with this tin can.
No way, man.
Tired of you, Antonio.
Oh, all right. Don't build up my ego too much.
Tara's walking around. I want to show her the video where you're dancing.
Yeah, show it.
I'm dancing. Yeah, but you're just going to show her the bit without actually me, aren't you? That's the thing.
Yes, I'm definitely going. Here's some footage of
without
Stu
the actual game
playing Beat Saber. Here, look, and he's just playing it. Kay filmed him. All right, and he's just.
Don't laugh! I can hear you already laughing.
Looking good, Stu.
When I play Xbox Plus on 200 speed, I'm holding those 2 glowing dildos, so I bet that looks even sillier.
Exactly.
So if Stu says he wants me to show you what he's actually playing, I do have a video.
Yeah, show what it actually looks like. I know it doesn't look a whole lot better, but at least you're distracted.
I'm playing my games with no deal.
That's what he's doing. So it looks. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I'm all over that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Saw someone play
Tara
that
wants to
before.
play this.
There you go. You see.
But Stu thinks he looks cool.
No, I don't. I never said
when
that.
doing it.
I didn't say
And
I
then
look
when you
cool.
look at him back,
I
Tara's
never
laughing
said
a
I
lot.
look. I said I feel cool.
Tara, what do you think? What do you think of Stu? Go.
I love you, Stu. I think you're great.
Oh, thanks, Tara. I love you too.
Pick up word to describe how
you. There you go.
It's a good game.
Yeah, This is what I want to get, so we can put my dad on Mars or wherever and blow his mind.
It'll blow his mind.
Yeah, my dad will love this. Not the actual playing of the. My dad hasn't got the eyesight to play this.
No.
But like he wants. My dad would love the idea of like Google Street View and you can go on Mars and the moon.
Well, there's a whole. They've just released a PlayStation exploration thing, so you can have a look all the way around the International Space Station.
Yeah, so my dad would love
That's
all
kinda
that
cool.
stuff. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna get one eventually. Well, I'm gonna keep it. I ain't gonna give it to my dad. I'm not a maniac. But I'm gonna.
Not a maniac.
I'm not crazy. I ain't wasting that shit on my dad. But definitely, that's the main reason why I want to buy them. But then I think Tara, you'd really enjoy this, right?
Yeah.
But I'm looking at Tara, looking at the video,
You've just
and
gotta
she's
forget
not.
how
But no,
stupid
Stu. I'm watching Tara watch the video. She's not watching the right side, which is the gameplay. She's
No, she's
definitely
watching
watching you.
Yeah. I get it. I know how stupid I look. That's fine.
It's his little mouth. It's his little mouth. It's just open.
It is. I don't know. I have no idea what is going on with my mouth. And Kay said, if you want to advert for someone with emphysema, this is it. Because I am breathing very heavily.
He looks like he's slapping midgets.
I do. It isn't a good look, I've got to admit. But yeah, what are you gonna do?
I don't know what he's doing with his tongue.
No idea.
I don't know.
I really no idea.
It's so good.
You're not aware of any of that stuff because you're concentrating.
He's saying that he's in the zone that you don't.
Yeah,
notice
you're concentrating so much you don't notice anything.
You know what though, Stu? What I'm gonna do is when I eventually get this fucking shit, I'm gonna film myself. How about that?
That sounds good.
I'll film myself and I'll film Tara, and then we can all laugh at so it's all balanced. It's all balanced.
Hey, since we've got Tara here, I don't know if I know this story. How did you two meet?
Hold on. Hold on. Put those on. And then speaking to that, Duke, ask that question again.
Tara, how did you and Chinny meet?
In a nightclub.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. What happened? We had mutual friends. We didn't know each other. And it was just like towards the end of the night, and there was like a chat about giving people lifts home, and I was in Mike's car.
Now, did you say, "Oh, I guess I'll ride with him," and you were secretly hoping, like, "Oh, please let no one else get in that car"?
No, there was too many of us in the car legally. And I think I cussed Mike and I said, like, there's too many people in this car. And he said something smart like, "Oh, get out then." And I thought, oh, okay. He's got some sass. And then, just over time, we started chatting and dancing and started courting, as you say.
Courting? God, that's so old-fashioned.
Yeah.
We were courting.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Aww.
Old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
It is the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of this modern fucking half-girlfriend stuff.
I don't know.
She's my half-girlfriend.
Yeah.
What?
Obviously, like, me and Mike are married now, and that's me set for life. We've been together 15 years, so that's it. But if ever I had to be back on the dating scene, I'd just be single. I have no idea what I would do, how I would do it. I'd just get a dog.
We're weird. We met in real life.
Yeah.
I know. Swipe left, swipe right, whatever.
Yeah, I'd just get a dog and a cat. I'd be all right.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Well, what's the best thing that happened to you this week, Tara?
We brought some new plants for our garden.
Oh,
we
nice.
planted
Very
them.
nice.
We've got...
dig around in it.
Yeah,
we've seen Chinny digging stuff up today.
Yeah,
right.
He's been working hard. I told him to relax a bit. He's not going to be able to walk or lift his arms tomorrow.
Man,
yeah, but we brought some lovely new plants. And that's it really. Just spent time in the garden, digging and planting.
Digging in the dirt.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's looking nice with your big patio area.
Yeah, you have to come on down.
I know. Have you got tables and chairs now and all that stuff set up?
Yeah, all good. Yeah, at the moment I'm working on my grass.
You said you wanted to have a meal with Stu. It was a big trick. You lied to him.
Oh yes, yeah. Be careful about stuff you tell me.
What was that?
Right.
Yeah, last time I was invited to a meal, it was a huge trick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You still got a meal though, so it was half a trick.
I did. That is true. That is true. It wasn't a total lie.
No.
But he had to overcome a shock to his
system. I did. It's around just over a year ago now, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just around a year ago now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. Oh, legit chins around, people. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he says, oh my God, the first thing I heard is Tara's back on the dating scene. Flipping heck. Righty ho. So look, we've got Tara on tonight. So look, everybody's on.
I know.
Everybody.
Yeah, Yeah, congratulations, 500 shows.
Why, thank you.
Good.
Thank you. I worked really hard on that. I really appreciate it.
I know, 500, man. That is a lot of shows.
Yeah.
Indeedy do. Rightio, Antonio. Shall we let Antonio go and get our last caller of the night on? Oh no, we've got Fraser first as well. Let's go. We'll do Fraser first if he's around. Let me try and find him.
Antonio, any shout outs or other things you want to talk
before we let you go.
Play Polybius. I released it because I was tired of waiting for Amazon. It's out now. So play Polybius, I guess.
Yes, indeed.
How can people find it? What's the easiest way to find it?
YouTube, Polybius, an interactive story, or just ask me on Twitter and I'll send you the actual game link, because you can play it on YouTube or you can play it as an actual video game. So, yeah.
Nice. Right, Antonio. Thank you for coming on. And we will
Thanks, Antonio.
Tin can.
Bye.
Right. Bye. Right, let's get on the next caller. Let's do that.
So we got a few things in the chat. So
go on, you do that while I'm getting the next.
My brother is in the chat, and he said, "Oh my God, the first thing I heard is Tara is back on the dating scene." Both Shell and I are listening. Hi, Tara. Antonio knows his stuff, says Lewis. Empower says, that's Matt from Western Supermare. Says, episode 500, yay. That's it. Antonio said nice things about John. Yeah, okay. The Slicer says, just because somebody's making up lies about you drinking with Liam, don't take it to heart and don't look back in anger.
That's right, don't look back in anger. Can I just apologise to Jay, who is patiently waiting, but we need to get him on at the end because he's got a quiz for us.
Okay.
So Jay, you are coming on, I promise you, but we're just getting everyone else on, and then we will come to you last. So don't worry. I hope we're not keeping you up too late. Right, who've we got on now?
Hello.
Hello.
It's your friendly neighborhood Canadian.
I cannot wait to meet you in real life, Fraser.
I know, it's not going to be too long now, is it?
Hey, look, I was trying to think of stuff to talk to you guys about. I figured it out, is that I'm now playing Podemon, right? Where we have to collect each other, right? So you've got to meet all the different podcasters and stuff.
I like that.
Who's winning? Who's winning?
Bongo's got to be up there. I think you guys have got to be up there as well.
I think I'm doing pretty well.
I'm trying to get the elusive Duke. I was in Wisconsin earlier in the year, but not close enough to collect the Duke.
Yeah, Podemon.
Chinny's collected a lot, haven't you, Chinny? You've met quite a lot of people.
Yeah, I see, the thing is, the difference between me and Stu is, Fraser, is that I like our listeners, and Stu pretends to. So
Right.
You know, it's just one of those things. I'm in it for the love. Stu's in it for the fame, and fame has changed you a lot, Fraser. I have to say.
Taz, I'm not the same person.
Who's it changed? Stu or me? I don't think I've changed. Have I changed?
No, Stu's
changed.
Me, I've totally changed.
Well, I mean,
totally
checking out that Beat Saber video. I mean, yeah, it's not the Stu I know.
It isn't. That is so true. I don't know. What can I say? I don't care anymore.
What's your opinion on the Beat Saber video there, Fraser?
It's tough to say, right? You know what? I'm looking past the video. I mean, like, you put it on and I laughed. I got to admit, right?
That's what he's for.
Right. There's a bit of a lull there, but I'm looking past that. And you know what? I mean, like, I'm just impressed. You know, it's exercise, isn't it? I don't know, like, if you listen to us at the moment, but Neil's been playing audio something, which is very similar, right? You know, and he's literally treating it as a workout.
So, yeah, that's pretty much what I do.
So
yeah,
you know, so it's good, right? It's good.
I have the latest. Is it episode 10, the latest one of the
I
Seal?
think so.
Yeah. I've not listened to that one yet. But Fraser, he has been on. I think Fraser's. If it was your game where you meet podcast people, if it was just to be on different podcasts, I think you would win, Fraser.
Yeah, I've got a bit of a reputation for whoring myself around, but there are others who are pretty similar. I mean,
I mean, my brother joined that club recently.
Your brother, he's thrown himself around way more than I ever did in the early days, right?
Yeah,
Jesus,
yeah.
yeah.
My brother, I think he's actually
know.
listening. He's just sent in a speak pipe, he says, but he was a podcast slag for a while.
Yeah.
Anybody
Pilch is another one.
Pilch is another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the infamous Pilch. Mark is a bit of a slag. Mark.
Think so?
Yeah, he's a bit of a slag, Mark. He'll get around when he wants to.
Yeah.
And it's also fun to call Mark a slag because he's the nicest guy.
He is. I'm looking forward to meeting him too. But I mean, that to me is just you guys have talked and touched on it earlier. Like, it's just meeting everyone and being part. Like, I've listened to you guys now for, Jesus, I don't know, since 2010, something like that, 2011.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's like
And you
9
think
years. Wow.
How well that we sort of know each other, but we don't know each other. It's just,
oh yeah, it's bizarre.
It's baffling. And I was talking to people because this week I was talking to quite a few people, and they, telling them I was coming over to EGX, coming over to England. They're like, "What are you doing?" I go, "Well, I'm going over to meet all these guys that I've never met before." Right?
Yes.
And it just, you can see the look of confusion on their face, but when you explain, like, how well you know each other and how long you've and I've gone all over the place and met people. Like, I met some guys down in the States and in Calgary. I met Stu and others. It's just great, right?
I went to Richard Webster's wedding, right? And people will ask you, how do you know Rich? And I have to say, I met Rich on the internet. Did you play games together? No. We talk. I talk on a podcast for a couple of hours, and then he heard it, and I think I might have heard him first actually, because it was back in the Couch Mercenary days. And then we did a podcast together for a while, and they just, their eyes glaze over. They have no idea, and they just kind of go, "Well, it's just the way everybody does it these days, isn't it? It's just all online. I don't know. It's not as weird as it used to be, I suppose." But yeah, it is. When somebody asks you, "How do you know the groom?" and you met them on a podcast talking about video games, it does make for an awkward conversation. But it's all.
But but it's amazing. It just really is amazing, and it's. I'm going to meet up with Greg, right? Greg's coming over from California. That's just, that's just amazing.
I'm going to meet Greg twice this year, which is, I'm getting to the point now where I'm sick of meeting Greg after this year. And he's in California. Do you know what I mean? 'Cause I met him last year, and I met his lovely wife and his son, and it was a great time. And then I'm going to meet him again, which is going to be great. I know it is. And I'm going to meet him again at EGX. And then by then, I reckon me and Greg will be like, you know what? We don't need to talk to each other for a while.
We're done.
We're done for a while. But it is crazy. But a lot of fun. And I genuinely, it saddens me that you couldn't be there on the day, Fraser. But when we all met together for Duke in Manchester, probably one of the most craziest days, like emotionally. It's like I've never felt so happy in terms of just meeting a bunch of strangers. And the fact that our partners are there, and it wasn't about video games. No, we didn't really talk about video games all day. It's the strangest thing.
It's starting to go beyond that, and it's for me, like doing the podcast, it's almost like the video game part is just an excuse to do the social, right?
Yeah.
And most of the time now, I'm having more fun talking about, if you've listened to the episodes, I'm having more fun talking about washing machines and irons than I am talking about video games.
You've got to let it out. You got to, fucking hell. And
I want to know what people have been up to for the week, and I want to talk about, the struggles that we have at work or the whatever we're doing. Are we having fun doing this? And the video games to me is way down the. It's just an excuse now.
Some of the best gaming moments I've ever had involve you, Fraser.
That's good to know. I know exactly what you're talking about.
So the best gaming moments.
The Rust days and the PUBG days.
Yeah, the Rust is the one I remember more than anything.
I didn't know Sean and things like that. So these are the people on the Seal podcast, and I knew Kev a little bit, but like some of the laughs that you have when 4 or 5, 6 people start playing regularly together, and you know what you can say and what you can't say and what you can joke around and stuff. It's just the funniest thing.
Well, you're not going to believe what I just put down to come and take this phone call, right? Currently my avatar is standing in a building in Miramar, with Sean running around going, well, "Where's he gone? Right?
Yeah.
Where's he gone?"
Yeah.
It's still going on.
But what I love, you really get to know. I believe this truly, right? You only get to know somebody when you work with them, right? It doesn't have to be professional work. It can be, work on something like a podcast but I might change it to when you play video games with them as well, because you really start to get to know what makes each other. So, for example, you, Fraser, you don't like the faff, right? You just want to, come on, guys, let's get on with it. And you're quite brutal when it comes to it. Whereas Sean, and you're quite calculated, you like a plan. Whereas Sean, who we used to play with and you still play with, doesn't care about the plan, right? Will go away from the plan as much as possible.
Well, that's funny you say that, because actually we've given him, he's got a catchphrase now, which is "I have a plan."
Oh,
but
really?
It's almost like the plan he has is so far removed from the actual plan.
Yes.
That's what makes it funny, right? It's that he's just off now going to do something bizarre, and you just got to go with it.
It's just like you can't box Sean in, can you? He's like, "Sean, we should go this way." He's like, "All right, okay." And you go this way, and you go, "Oh, there's a guy," and he'll just run off.
Yeah.
And
I hope he doesn't listen to this, because the problem with Sean is, like, if he was crap like you and I,
yes,
right, then you could just say, "Right, we've had enough, Sean.
Yes,
it's no good."
Yeah,
but
out.
every so often he pulls out moments of genius and just wipes out teams of 10 and gets you a chicken dinner, and you're like,
that's it. That's why you stick with him, because he's such a good PUBG player. He's annoying, but it's going back to it, it's some of the best time playing games. It's weird, really, because we do all these podcasts and stuff, and especially us three, Duke, Stu, and myself, very rarely play games with each other.
Very rarely play games, because I'm not into multiplayer. You're not into multiplayer as much, and Duke just plays Rocket League.
I mean, if I would play with anyone, it'll probably be with Duke.
Rocket League!
But I don't play Rocket League with Duke as often as I'd like, and I don't even play video games with my best friend that much, because you grow up and stuff. So I think what's interesting about podcasts, especially being an adult and playing, if you're an adult and you love video games, you probably don't play regularly with as much people as you like. So I think podcast kind of replaces that a little bit, because you kind of get to listen and absorb it in your own time. I think there's probably something to that. But you're still in that PUBG love, aren't you, Fraser?
If I wasn't talking to you, I'd be playing it right now.
That's correct. How many hours have you clocked on?
2,000.
Oh God! Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, but we're just growing with the game, right? That's just, actually, I just came back from a week away, and Sean and I just joined up for a game, and he's like, I'm like, who have you played with? And he's like, nothing's really been happening. I'm like, dude, what? He goes, at least you're back, right? And we can get into it, and just, it's like stupid childlike excitement, right? To be back.
Yeah.
Playing the game and just, working on your tactics. And, we play so well with each other. We know what, it's interesting when we're talking about it, like, you can make plays where you're just absolutely furious. And this goes with the same with all the guys we play. Like, you can be absolutely furious with each other, but you don't carry it on to the next day, right? Somebody can rage quit or whatever, but everybody's mature enough to come back. We don't, and that's what it is. It's down to playing with people who are good souls, right?
Yeah.
Everybody has an off day, right? Everyone's an asshole once in a while. Everyone's has great days, and that's what being good friends is about, right? And so it's all good. It's all good,
I think sometimes a personality trumps ability. Sometimes. It doesn't really matter. Like, I know Sean's amazing, but he's also a good guy. And the moment that I missed 15 shots with an Uzi to somebody point blank, it wasn't a highlight of my gaming career, I have to say, Fraser. But it didn't matter, because it in
You
good
were
fun.
forgiven.
Yeah, and it's just all in good, all in good fun. I still have that clip saved actually. Fraser.
Oh, it's beauty.
And I have a lot of clips saved of PUBG. I could probably make like highlights for weeks with the stuff that we've made.
Yeah. And
but-
I apologize for the amount of times we talk about it and bore people with it, but it just is what it is, right?
It's a
You know?
great game. I did fall off it a little bit. I don't really know why. I think it's just tough for me to play one game forever. I don't know.
Well, you're quite good. You treat this quite, you know, you're a very professional sort of person. You do treat the pod, you know, like you know you need. I don't know whether you know you need to play games, but you do play games, and that's part of your. You know,
I've
you
not
do
been
what you
doing a
need to
very
do.
good job of late, Fraser, I have to say. Since Snooker came out and ruined my life. There's not much more. But, you know, I do consciously, it is a thing that I have in my brain that I must, and I know Duke has it because he plays demos now and again, and I know Stewie just naturally plays new things. So
I do. I play new things.
Yeah, there is something in there, grained in there, for me to keep chugging away at new stuff. So
I mean, Duke, you've always been someone who's played the shit out of games, right? And we know that, and we can name 2 or 3 easily, right?
Yeah.
It's like a comfortable pair of slippers, I find, right? You know,
Yeah.
you just, you know, it's easy. You just feel like there's too much. I don't know about you, Duke, but I sometimes feel like, you know, there's tons of games I want to play.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know if I can just be bothered with that effort to play a new game. And it's stupid because
it's a learning process. It's something new you have to learn. And I don't know about you, but at the end of a school day, especially, I don't feel like learning anything. I've been spending the whole day learning. So
Yeah.
I'm home and I'm like, I don't want to learn anything. I just want to do what I know how to do, and it's gonna be great. And it is.
It's
The
like
end.
it's not picking up a new book. It's picking up a new book and learning a new language every time.
Yeah,
Right. It's like every game is a new language. Every game is like, okay, where's the button? Where do I do this? And sometimes you just don't want to do that. And you know, I think if I was to pick a comfort game for me at the moment, it would probably be Mario Maker 2. But that's only a comfort game because A, it's Mario, so it's really, really second nature for me. But B, because I've learnt the mechanics of making a Mario game. And you know, it's tough when you know, I'd like to play the new Wolfenstein, for example. And I know that's just a first-person shooter, but still, it's just like something new, and I'm like, oh, you know, I don't want to get into that yet. So,
Well,
yeah.
that new one's supposed to co-op, right? So that should be quite good fun.
It is meant to be co-op, and apparently you can buy the game and then sort of send a co-op version to, like, kind of like a Way Out did it, where if I bought the game, you could download a pass or something, Fraser, download it and play it, and then I can take it off you and give it to somebody else. That's how I think it works. But yeah, you know, there's just tons of games. It is tough to make a podcast every week where you've got to talk about new stuff when it's not your job and you're a real adult with a real life. But no, I'm so happy that you're still playing it, PUBG though. But it's probably changed a lot since I last played it, Fraser.
It has, but the core is still the same, Chinny. It's still calling out for you, and we still drop it chin tune all the time.
Yeah, well, you renamed it a while ago.
No, never renamed it. Never let that happen, dude. Never forget.
Never forget. I forgot why we named it. Is it because I think I had one good moment. I think you all died and I survived and killed
That
everything.
was all it takes, the early days. You see, it was like the Wild West, the early days, right? You could like claim a place.
Yeah, all right.
It's difficult
Yeah.
now. It's difficult now.
Yeah. It is great. Is there anything coming to PUBG or that they still need to change that they haven't changed?
I don't think so. I think they're running it. It's working very well. It still has its problems here and there, but I mean, it's running better than ever.
Because they are tweaking one of them. Yeah, they're tweaking the original map, aren't they?
Yeah, they've just done that. It looks beautiful.
Oh,
right?
really?
It looks great. Yeah. And there's always new weapons and new stuff. There's a season pass running right now, so there's lots of challenges to do if you're up for that. But at its core, it's still the same. And you know, one of the things I mentioned to you before is that you can run custom games with a low number of people now. We've done it before. So if we can get people, if you, I, or whatever, somehow we can get people together at sort of a certain time and run a custom game, I think that would be a lot of fun.
So what can you do in a custom game different.
Well, you can split off and just be your own teams or singles or whatever. I mean, we were playing with just 6 of us, so and we set up the parameters so that it finished towards the end pretty quick, and then you were squeezed together and had a fight, and had a shootout amongst you, and that's just a hoot, right?
So there's 6 people on the whole map.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And you can tailor all the weapons you want, take out weapons you don't like, add extra vehicles, extra airdrops.
God, that's crazy.
It's cool.
That's crazy. There's 6 people on the map. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I suppose because I am a massive famous YouTuber now, Fraser, if I could press a button and we could get another 50, 100 people, I just have to
Definitely. Yeah. And that sweet money too.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Oh my
rolling in it.
I can't keep count of all that cash. Fraser, is there anything else that you would like to say before we kick you out?
Yeah. No. All I'll say is just thanks very much, guys, for the many years of continued entertainment. It's been a pleasure. I look forward to seeing you in October.
Yes, I cannot wait.
Indeed, you do.
Cannot wait for
and Duke, I'm getting closer. I'm gonna meet you at some point. I don't know when.
Yeah, baby, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, at some point, so that'll be great. Got to catch them all, right?
Yeah.
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah.
Well,
right,
thank
guys.
you,
Yeah,
Fraser. We will let you go because we've got Jay standing by with the quiz.
Oh yeah.
Perfect. Okay, thanks, Stu.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks,
Duke.
Fraser.
Thank you.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Rightio. You do the chats and I'll get Jay in.
So we've got a few more chats in the chat. If that made sense to me.
Made total sense.
Right. My brother said he sent us in a speak pipe. Slicer said, watching that video, used you. It looks like a virtual drum audition for a Slipknot
It is. That's
gig.
exactly what it's like.
Super Armario, that's Armar. Here, the community is awesome. Streaming Iron says 500 with an emoji, a shock emoji. So thank you very much for that. Antonio said, also Fraser, big up to the Seal podcast. Andrew Peacock said, happy 500th episode. Lewis said, PUBG is awesome. Been playing duos all week. Armar said, he just said snooker for some reason. Roy Danger Money says, happy 500 show. Thank you very much, Roy Danger Money. What else? Snooker 19 is by far...
Play the shitty sound clip when it's time for the quiz.
Snooker 19 is by far the best game ever. The only thing I'd like is the players to walk in like they do on the TV. That's by Andrew Peacock. Duke says yay. Carl Stratham says congratulations on 500 episodes, gents. Top guys and a fantastic podcast. Then he mentioned my Packers t-shirt that I have on. The Slicer says, Veteran Gamers, how is this Final Fantasy VII remake going to work? Is it going to be the whole game or a set of episodes released over time? I think they announced it as episodes. I think
I think that's
they haven't
been
announced it how many episodes it will
It's going to work like this.
I have got some. I forgot to mention that I've got some exclusive footage of Final Fantasy VII that I'm just going to put up on the screen. No one's seen this footage. Sorry?
You got footage of the remake?
Yeah. Footage of the remake.
It's ready. Here we go.
Yeah. No one's seen this
excited?
footage. Yeah. And it's on the screen now, and it's exclusive.
Exclusive stuff.
Yeah. And
there you go.
Wow, that looks photorealistic.
So
that's the combat.
To the average eye, it looks like a northern man playing VR in their living room.
Living the dream, man.
But that is Final Fantasy VII.
That's actually Cloud fighting the Shura.
It is indeed.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, we have got another caller on the line. So say hello, caller.
Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hello.
There you go.
Got a lot of energy for 11:15 on a Sunday night.
And that's what I like.
I drank alcohol.
There you go. He drank alcohol. That seems to be a running theme tonight.
Well, it's Sunday. Why not?
You got to identify yourself.
Yeah. Oh yes, so I'm Jay. I'm the guy who goes up and down the M62.
Ah.
Yay!
You're the guy who drives past that house that I like. with the.
Not generally, but I was in Leeds last week doing recruitment up in Leeds, and every time I go past that house now, I think of you.
Ah, isn't
And
that
also-
sweet?
And weirdly, every time I go past Suicide Bridge as well.
When you I was Well, yeah, I do like that bridge. I know it's called Suicide Bridge, but it is a good bridge.
It's a very nice bridge.
It is a
It's
nice
very
bridge.
high. It's
I
very
am a
high.
man. I am
If
a
you've
man.
got to go, then that's
Yeah,
the way to go.
if you got to go, if I had to go, that'd be the bridge I would go on.
I've got to say, right, you'd have to be definitely wanting to go because it's a bit of a trek, I reckon, to get up there.
Yeah, that's true. I'd probably pick maybe a more local bridge.
Yeah, yeah, it's a bit of a trek, man.
Yeah, I mean, I've got Iron Bridge, but I don't think you'd die if you fall off that. I think
Depends
at most,
how high it is and if
well,
you
it's
landed
above,
on your
it's,
head.
It's above water and it's not that high, so I think most of you'd probably just get a bit wet if you jumped off the Iron Bridge. But hey, anyway, Jay, fuck killing yourself. How are you?
It's Sunday, it's 11:15, and we're talking about suicide.
Brilliant. That's how this show rolls.
Jay, you're a fairly, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, you're pretty new to the show, is that correct?
I am indeed, yes. I am 5 months old.
Yeah,
Show-wise.
Sounds like you're pregnant. I'm 4 months.
4 months, not long to go now.
So, because it's so recent for you, Jay, to walk us through sort of what you thought when you first listened to the show. I'm fascinated by, because we're a very weird show. We have a lot of sound clips. We don't talk about games for about an hour. How does that go with somebody who listens that's new?
Well, I discovered podcasts earlier this year.
Right.
No idea how I'd not heard. Well, I'd heard of them, but I've got an iPhone. Just didn't bother looking at them.
Yeah.
I had music and all that, so I thought I'd have a look. I'd have a look at movie podcasts, comedy podcasts. I was listening to all the Ricky Gervais stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought, I'll have a look at the gaming ones. I'll go through the list of gaming ones. I'm not sure if yours was the first I came across. It was certainly the first I listened to, and I just didn't bother going to anyone else.
There you go. Wow.
Well, it's funny
Yeah.
that you mentioned that because Stuart Fowler has a head like a fucking orange.
I do. It is true.
On
the
watch
toothpick.
Yeah, HBO cartoon versions of the Ricky Gervais show. So good.
Yeah, very
Oh,
good.
they are fantastic.
Yeah.
He's a
So,
very talented man.
What was there a reason why you clicked us? Was there a draw to it? Are you a military veteran and you just thought, oh, these
that happens.
these know
Yes,
my
that is exactly what I was. I was sat there with my M16, ready for a bloody good podcast, and on come three wankers talking about games.
Oh
There
yeah.
you go.
Yeah. Was there a reason why you clicked
Fair,
it,
it
Jay?
says gamers in the title, so if you didn't realize it was about games, I don't know what to say.
Well, I'm very slow.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, I don't know. I don't know if it was the
clicked the right-
logo, a very nice designed logo it was. I don't know. It seemed, I think it was the word veteran. I think it kind of, I wanted to see the older person's take on gaming. I was
okay.
expecting maybe like 60-year-olds who loved a bit of Halo and a bit of Uncharted or whatever. But still,
That's not
it
what
was
you
a
got.
Very pleasant surprise. It wasn't what I got. No.
No, we are old, to be fair. Some of us are. Some of us are old.
Hey, speak
I'm
for
old.
yourself. Shit,
Yeah,
I'm,
well,
I don't
Duke's
think I'm
fairly old.
I don't think I'm classed as old.
There you go.
Well, yeah, as
He's
you say,
old.
we're veterans of the gaming lifestyle, not
That's correct.
necessarily old.
No.
So that is correct.
Yeah, and that's it. The best kind of correct. Jay, walk us through, and you might have emailed us and said these kind of things, but what's kind of your gaming barometer? What's good to you? What's your measurement of a good game?
Sorry, somebody's just called. Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you.
Oh, okay. Somebody's just weird on my screen. Okay.
We can
that's
still
cool.
hear you.
So yeah, my type of game. I love a good free roam. GTA 5 is just the masterpiece.
Good man. Good man.
Basically anything Rockstar.
Good man. I like this guy.
You're not going to like me for the thing I say next. I've not actually finished Red Dead 2.
Do you like it though?
Okay, let me explain. No, I like it. I like it. Okay.
Okay,
Calm
good,
down. Calm down.
good,
Don't
right.
jump off that bridge just yet.
Do you know, this is the first time he's been on the show and he's upsetting Chinny already.
I like the game. I
Good.
really like the game. The story, everything, the mechanics, everything is whatever's on that game is perfect. Everything is done absolutely perfect. But what it made me do was realize I wanted to play GTA 5 again.
Right.
So I stopped playing and I completed GTA 5 again. And then I decided I want to go play this again. But because I was short on money, I traded it in, but I will get it back and I will complete it. I'm about.
Oh my God, he
That is
traded
insane.
it in.
That,
But it was so valuable at the time. I know.
The logic there, Jay, is it doesn't match up. It's
I know.
Here's the question. What did you trade it in for?
Oh, what did I
Come
trade?
on.
I don't
Let's
know.
hear it. Look, he can't even remember. It was that important to him. He can't remember what it was.
I think it was just general credit for future Blu-rays. Generally, I think I'm not entirely sure.
I don't think he's as much of a fan as he's making out, Chinny.
He's not
No,
proving.
honestly, this is the first Rockstar game I've not completed yet, and I will go back to it because it is brilliant. I just the slow pace made me crave a higher pace. That's all, but I will go back to it.
You've made
I
a
promise.
friend in the chat, Jay. Stratham says, "I really like this guy." I'm not sure why. Maybe because you haven't finished it, or you like. I have no idea, but it is. But what's your favourite Rockstar game, Jay?
I would say GTA 5 because
Really? Wow.
the driving mechanics are perfect. The shooting is probably not the best shooting game, but it's solid. Just everything it does to probably the highest standard that it can do to fit the game on a disc.
Yes.
And it's one of them games you can just go back to. You spend 3 hours getting chased by the police, and you don't have to do anything. You let off steam. You had a bad day. You just go murder a prostitute or something. It's a good, it's good for
as you do.
Not necessarily a prostitute.
As you do.
An innocent bystander, whatever.
Yeah.
Someone.
Yeah, run someone over.
The crazy thing about GTA 5, right, is that it's 6 years old.
I know that is crazy.
That's insane.
On the PS4, it looks just divine.
Yeah, I do love GTA 5, and I do love 4 as well. 4 is, I feel like, underappreciated a little bit, but I realise why 5 is held in higher regard. It's bigger, the characters are more interesting. It's the driving mechanics are way better in 5.
Yeah, definitely. The problem with 4, it didn't explore the skies.
Not as much, but the helicopter is easier to fly in 4 than it is 5. That's like a fact.
Yeah, that is true. Yes.
The helicopter wobbles a lot in 5. It
does.
And that's probably realistic. I'm not saying like it's not realistic, but it's like I ain't really flying a helicopter. I don't want to know what it really feels like. But then I think
curious.
I think 4 redeemed itself a lot with Lost and Damned and Gay Tony, where
yes,
like,
definitely.
And I think the Ballad of Gay Tony was just like an amazing ending to, GTA 4. That it's just worth going back. If anybody hasn't gone and played GTA 4 and Gay Tony and stuff, it's an amazing feat what they did. I mean, the Lost and Damned and Gay Tony, I would probably assume that most people haven't played those games, and they're unbelievable.
They still hold up.
Really, very. They do. So I love GTA 4. I've got this special spot for it, and I feel like not many people do. But I've only finished 5 once, and I bought the Xbox One version, but I only played the online. I've always the Xbox One version. I've never played the story at all, but I always will. I've always had this urge that one day I'm gonna go back in and finish it or start it again. I do love GTA 5. But what's your opinion on the original Red Dead, though, Jay?
I couldn't get off it. I played it for, God, what was the longest? 10, 11, 12 hours perhaps on one sitting. It almost ended that particular relationship I was in.
Well, yeah.
That's what we like to hear.
Yeah, that's a proper veteran gamer there, Jay.
But
That is a thing.
What I just finished though, and I sent a speed pipe, whatever it's called, a few weeks ago about it in a very silly voice, which was Detroit, which I didn't expect to like, but it was free on PlayStation Plus, so I thought I'd give it a go, and I absolutely loved it.
Yeah,
It's all right. I mean, as you know, I played this, but I played it in the worst way possible. Did you play it how you would have played it anyway?
I went for the perfect ending. So if something went a bit wrong, I would go back and do it again.
Wow.
But I had a look online, all the different videos of how all these different potential ways it can go, and there's entire levels that you don't even see because you went a different way. And so anyway, I finished this game. I was impressed. So I thought I'd try Heavy Rain again.
Uh-oh.
So I downloaded Heavy Rain.
Uh-oh.
And as soon as he started saying, what's the kid's name?
Jason.
Jason! 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 I thought, fuck this.
Yes. Good man.
Jason can die. I don't care.
You see, my favourite bit of Heavy Rain. My favourite bit of Heavy Rain is the bit where you're in the shop and you don't know at the time, but you're going around picking stuff because that's what you do as a gamer. You pick shit up, don't you, and look at it. And then he goes, "You need to erase every trace that you've been in this place." I'm like, "Oh fuck, I can't even remember what I picked up and put down." And that was quite a cool thing because he knew.
Oh, was that the antique shop?
Would
Was it?
do that stuff. Yeah, it's like the antique shop, and you
that's
can literally interact with
probably
nearly everything.
the cleverest moment of
It was
Heavy
very
Rain.
clever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Because as a gamer, that's what you do.
Because you
know,
pick
it's
shit
like,
up.
right,
You,
what can-
oh,
yeah.
if there's a bottle and you can pick it up in a video game, you pick it up, right? And then there's nothing more cooler than the game going, right, remember everything you picked up because now you got to wipe all your fingerprints off it, and you're like, oh
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
Shit. That's cool.
And you're given a time limit. Limit to do it in.
But the story still made no sense.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
I remember liking it the first time I played, but that was a good few years ago. I remember it was intriguing because it was different, and I suppose a bit younger, a bit more naive. But I liked it.
Yeah, and I think, look, for all his faults, he does try to go big.
Never mind that shit.
Does David Cage. And he does make stuff look really nice. You know, he pushes the technical boundaries of whatever he's working on. So he does make stuff look good.
I really like Fahrenheit. I still
yes,
I enjoyed Fahrenheit.
I didn't really like Heavy Rain too much. I didn't like Beyond Two Souls at all. I thought it was really bad. But Fahrenheit, I just thought started in such a fascinating way. It goes a bit weird towards the end, and it's very sort of crap as the game goes on. It's not that
yeah.
good.
You got all in weird like Matrix shit.
Yeah,
going on,
Well,
it
was the Matrix basically. Yeah, I mean, like it was around the Matrix time and all that jazz. But you know, I think the first half of Fahrenheit is very good and it holds up pretty well. For a game of its time, but
the second half of it, you're watching square, triangle, whatever. You're never actually seeing the cutscene because you're trying to time the buttons.
Event.
So you have no idea what the hell's going on.
Yeah, that's right.
That was my biggest problem.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So what are you playing at the moment? Oh, you got a quiz, haven't you, Jay?
Yeah, well, I was just going to say, is it a big quiz? Because we may not have time tonight. We might have to rearrange.
Well, it's a good job you don't have time because this afternoon was my time to plan the quiz.
Yeah.
We had a massive thunderstorm which knocked out everything, and I was planning to get all the audio clips because it was based on the audio clips from your first few episodes. And it was going to be great, but then I couldn't do it. I didn't have time to do it. And by the time the electricity and everything came back on, I was like, shit.
No, that's fine. That's absolutely fine.
We'll rearrange, Jay. We can do it next week. We can do it next week.
I can do it with speak pipes, or I can. Yeah, well, I'll find a way.
You could come on next week and do it. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Or you'll figure it out, and I'll just sit here and.
No, you are welcome to come same time next week. Come on the show, do the quiz. That's fine.
Yeah. Let's make that a thing. That's a date.
That is a
date. Right, okie dokie, Jay. We are going to have to let you go because we've got a ton of emails to get through and a ton of speak pipes as it goes.
Fantastic.
So it's been great having you on.
It has been good having you on, Jay.
Yeah, we'll speak to you next week.
Really enjoyed this.
Brilliant.
Can I do the email thing in my strange voice?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, for it.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Do it.
Go on.
Email!
That is
That ruled.
that is
Yeah.
Yeah.
probably my favourite moment of tonight.
Yeah.
It is.
Awesome.
Thank
Jay,
you.
I really like your energy. I think you're a great guy, and thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thank you very
Yes,
much.
thank you. And we will speak to you next week. We'll sort out this quiz.
Cracking.
We'll get it fettled.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Right, having said that, the jingle's been done, so let's get into the emails.
We've
The
got some
first
great
one-
listeners, haven't we? Shit,
We have,
look
we
at that.
have. We have.
What a
The
lovely
first
one.
one tonight is off Clive Dancy.
Oh yeah, Clive. Yeah.
Clive, and he says this: "Hi guys,
Hello.
Hi.
I have just come out of therapy after 2 years after
good.
Chinny took the piss out of my actor voice, and I'm now back listening.
That's not true, Clive.
I remember when I first started listening back in the Quanrian Surface Lizard days.
Wow.
And enjoyed it, except for what sold it was the sign out music. Why don't you? Not heard that since my childhood, so I knew this was my show. Used to drive a lot, so listened for a while, then stopped as I had to commute and spent time learning lines for acting work. Back listening now. The show is funnier than ever, even though it's turned into the Beatcraft Mine League Saber Rocket show.
Yeah, it does.
I still love it. Had a bit of a gaming break, so not played that much recently, though I do love Ori and the Blind Forest after a recommendation on the show. Have a great 500th birthday and see you on the flip side. Actor Clive. So there you go.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Actor Clive. Oh, Clive, he's not emailed for a while, has he?
I did. I used some actors in the at work, and I should have used actor Clive.
You should have used Actor Clive.
Yeah. I needed 4 actors.
Yeah.
He could have been one of my actors.
Could have been. Okay, next email tonight is off Minty.
Minty.
And he says this, new emailer, I think, to the show. He says, just wanted to say, love the podcast and keep up the good work. You guys help me laugh my way through work each day. Always remaining constant with Stu and his VR shite. Duke with his lack of love for Red Dead Redemption 2 and obsession with Rocket League. And Chinny with his dry Wolvo humour. It's always something to look forward to. Just wanted to say thanks and congratulations on this massive milestone. Here's to the next 500.
Thank you very much.
Man.
Thank you very much.
My wolf out,
next
my
email.
dry wolf out. What did you say? I'm dry. Stu?
Dry Wolvo humour.
What did you say? Am I dry, Stu?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, okay.
You're a little bit sort of, sometimes you say stuff that's funny without showing much emotion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll keep it up. I don't know how I do it. I
Keep it up, man. Keep it up.
When they go to the UK in The Simpsons and Homer says, we like our room, Jeeves, and none of that dry British humor I've heard so much about. And he says, I wouldn't dream of it, sir.
Ah, very good.
Yeah.
There you go. Next email's off Chris Carter. And he says, happy 500. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Congrats on 500 shows. What an achievement. I've listened since 2012 when getting to know Chinny.
Oh, my God.
I don't think I've missed an episode since.
Jesus Christ, Chris.
I know. I remember listening to my first episode and was taken aback by the sound clips, but that quickly changed and it's a great part of the show. I catch myself quoting a few every now and again in everyday life, and I'm sure people think I'm mad. Your show kick-started my love of podcasts, so I want to say a big thanks for all the hard work over the years creating such an awesome community. I may not write in regularly, but consider me a part of the silent but dedicated. Hopefully you get to 1,000 and there's more meetups in between. Thanks, Chris Carter. So there you go.
1,000.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
There you go.
Thanks, Chris.
Wow. Is that Chris from Void Games then? Is that
Yeah,
Chris?
it's
Yeah, I thought
equally
it was.
weird because I bump into Chris now and again, and then he's like, I was just listening to you. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so weird.
Surreal. Final email tonight is off Lewis. And he says this. He was going to try and come on, but I think he got a little bit too late for him, so he was going to try and come on.
Fair enough.
He says, hello, veterans.
Hello.
Hello.
First of all, I'd like to congratulate you on 500th podcast. You've done a fantastic job of keeping everyone entertained for so many years, even Stu occasionally. Oh, thanks very much.
Yeah.
I think I've entertained everyone equally tonight, to be fair, with the video of me looking like a dick.
That's true.
It's true. You've made my job and many other people's much better every week because we don't have to listen to other boring podcasts about games.
Damn straight.
Damn straight. I'm pleased to say I've been listening for the last few years and enjoyed every moment. You can't believe it's a few years, can you?
I know. I feel like Lewis has only just listened for like
Yeah.
a few months, and I'm like,
I
oh
know,
my
it's
God.
weird. It's so weird. Anyway, enough with all that. Chinny, I've left you a big surprise in the realm. Added a bit of much needed colour to the statue, and I hope you like
no.
it. He's been messing with the Chinity statue.
How dare he?
I know. Uh-oh.
I'm
Also,
going
if
to
you're
check
doing-
now. Like,
I
that's
know,
how
yeah, go and check
concerned
what
I
the-
am
what,
about it.
what shit he's been up to.
I am
Also, if you're
being
doing another arcade club meetup next year, I'll be driving down as I'm getting my driver's license this year.
Oh, good lad.
Stu, I heard you had a car accident. Everyone thinks I had a car accident. Can I just be clear? I didn't have a car accident. It was Millie's friend, bless her.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in denial, Stu, it's really important that you accept that you were in a car accident.
No, yeah, even though I didn't do it. Anyway, he says, I'm contractually, Christ almighty, obliged to tell you that we have 100 used 4x4s in the dealership I work in for sale for great prices. So get rid of that Honda car crashing about in and get a Land Rover Freelander instead. Anyway, that's all from me. I hope you have a good show, and I look forward to all the others you'll be doing in the future. Bye for now.
Bye.
Hang on. Lewis,
There you go.
Lewis loves Land Rovers, doesn't he?
He does,
Remember
he is
when he
obsessed.
talked about how he's got an obsession with Land Rovers and he
Yes.
loves driving and he likes Land Rover, like a Land Rover video game that's just about Land Rovers, and he works at a Land Rover dealership. Is that
He
right?
does. And that's by the
my
sound. Yes, he does.
Jesus Christ! He has
That's
landed.
his like dream job.
That's insane. That he's. Yeah, of course. Where else would he work?
That's his
It
dream
makes
job,
sense.
man. You know.
Lewis, I am currently logging into the realm.
Yeah,
as we
you have a look.
speak.
Right, as you're doing that, it is time for some speak pipes. We've got quite a few of those, so Duke, over to you.
Oh, yeah.
Speak pipe! It's the way to leave a message for us.
Yeah, so here we go with the speak pipes, people. Duke here. I'm ready with speak pipes, and I'm going to play them. So strap in, because for those of you
He's
who
not
don't...
ready. He's not ready.
He's
What
not
are you
ready
talking
at
about? Of
all.
course I'm ready. How dare you?
I could hear you being more distant
Yeah,
from
we
your
could
mic.
hear you being not
which,
ready.
Which means.
So the first one's from Armar Parvez. Oh, we should get him on the show at some point. That'd be
Yeah, we
awesome.
should do. We should do.
Great. Yeah, it's a minute long. Here we go.
Good evening, veteran gamers. This is Amar Parvez. Sincere apologies for not being able to listen to the 500th show or call in using Skype. I'm having to use SpeakPipe because of family commitments.
Oh, wait a minute. Did we have an imposter on earlier?
We must have done. We must have done.
God damn it. We should have asked a security question at the
I
start
know.
of the interview. Who else? Well, maybe that wasn't Antonio either.
Oh, no.
Oh, crap. Anyway, here's the rest of the speak pipe.
Just a very quick one for me. I want to say thank you very much, Duke, Stu, and Chinny, for all of your
But especially Duke.
Special Duke.
500 episodes and more. I can't believe you guys have made 500 episodes. I've been listening to you guys for the last 11 years, and here's to the next 500 and 500 more. You guys are absolutely incredible. Podcast is fantastic, and I really don't know what I would do with regards to video games if I didn't have your podcast to listen every week. Hope you guys have a great time, and congratulations. 500 episodes is a fabulous landmark. Bye.
Well, all
I'm
right.
glad we played him, and I always like my ego stroking even.
I need my Ogo stroking.
I want that stroking as well.
So
my Ogo.
I want
Right.
to say thanks for Amar for sending that in. That's very nice, very sweet of him. I have checked on what Lewis has done to my statue.
What has he been doing?
He has put quite a large phallic symbol on at the end of my. I won't. Look, I'm going to give him, out of 10, I'm going to give him probably a 5 for detail. It is basically just made out of dirt, and it looks like he made it in like 10 seconds. But I'll give him a 10 for just doing it. Very funny. But I'll see if I can get it up on the stream before we.
Get it up on the stream.
Yeah, get it up, man. Dear, oh dear.
All right, here's the next speak pipe. It's from Derek Sainz.
Hello, veteran gamers. It's Derek Sainz back again. And I know you're going to have a very busy show today with it being show 500. I'm sure you have lots of special guests on the show. But I just wanted to quickly say thank you to Rob from Bury for the kind words he said in the email that he sent to the show last week. I have met Rob a couple of times, as he said, at the arcade club meetups. And he seems like a great guy himself. He's obviously a very charitable guy because the last time we had the arcade club meetup, he was laughing at all of Stu's jokes. So thanks again, Rob.
I don't think that's very nice.
Veteran, so what can I say? I think I started listening regularly at around about show 250, which is approximately 5 years ago. And I think it's a testament to the show that I'm still listening all these shows later. And if you ever get to a show 1,000, I'm sure I'll still be listening then.
Yeah.
I think it's probably accepted as the gold standard for video game podcasts, at least in the UK. And not drag this on too long, so I'll just say congratulations on show 500 and keep on gaming.
Wow. I'm not too sure about that, but we'll take it.
Yeah. It's gold standard. 10 years
standard,
from now,
man.
2030, we're still going to be doing this from our tree fortresses after the waters have taken over all the land.
Yeah.
And yeah. All right, the next one is from someone named PT Chine. I don't know exactly how you say his name, but anyway, yeah, it's here it comes.
Good evening, veteran gamers. It's Pete here. I just thought I'd drop by to say congratulations on your 500. An amazing achievement. I'm proud of you. I know the hard work that it takes to create a podcast, and doing this consistently for 10 years and creating 500 episodes. I take my hat off to you. I've not requested to come on tonight because I thought it'd be nice to listen to the newbies that are coming on, and I'm sure you've got a full schedule.
Yeah, like Antonio.
And I'm also earning my millions on the OC podcast tonight,
right.
so I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to make it. I just thought I'd send you a message to say congratulations, and I'm even more so proud of my brother for putting up what appears to be a washing line holder.
Yes.
I don't know what it was. It was a thing that required 2 screws and
4 actually. 4.
In erecting that yesterday.
Erecting.
He's been doing man things.
He said erection.
So I'm so proud of him. Well done, Mike.
Yeah, well
have a great
done.
show. All the best. I'll speak to you soon. Okay? Take care.
All right, thank you, Pete.
Just to clarify, it was 4 screws that I had to drill into a brick wall. Put the right plug in, put them up. I was very proud of myself.
As you should be.
Yeah, as you should be.
Yeah, I'm not used to putting up things. I usually panic, but no, I did it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, right? I've met Mike, as you know, many times. He isn't the best DIY person in the world, and I mean that in the nicest possible way.
Now, to be fair, who is the best DIY person in the world?
Not Mike.
If you had to pick someone who is like the best in the world.
Wow, someone's been nasty. Page 2 said, but is this really episode 500 of this?
Well,
Yes.
unfortunately, yes.
What were you expecting?
James Butler says 1,250 hours of you talking bollocks. Here's to another 52 straight days of non-stop talk.
To be fair to that person, presumably they haven't listened to us before. Usually the show sounds like this.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that meant to be?
It's just...
Dead air?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
I wonder what he was trying to show us
That's
then.
most of the time that we've put out as a podcast has just been like that, just filler,
Yeah.
just silence and coughing.
Yeah.
I threw up one time. Yeah,
I call those the best bits.
yeah. We have one more speak pipe here, so let's get to
Yeah,
it. Shut
go.
up. It's from
Okay.
Sean, and it's 41 seconds. So here we go.
G'day guys, it's Sean here from Australia. Just want to say congrats on 500. I've been listening since probably show 30 or 40. I work pretty remote area, no internet. I download all my podcasts when I get home at night, and Oh, you're always the first ones I download.
Nice.
On my go-to podcast. You guys are awesome. Keep it up, boys. I don't think you give yourselves enough credit. You guys do a great job, and looking forward to the next 500. Well done, boys. Cheers.
Aww.
Was that?
It's a tough call being humble without being hard on oneself. Let me try being positive about. We do a very God damn it! I hate us.
Yeah.
We suck.
Yeah.
We do.
I think that's good.
Here's the thing. I'll be honest. Like, this is actually going to be Duke taking it down for a second.
Oh my God.
Duke here. I have such an enormous ego that I've trained myself to just automatically be self-deprecating so that I don't let my ego run away with me. Because if I were honest about how great I think I am, you wouldn't hear the fucking end of it.
Oh my God.
Pathetic.
We're getting the truth on show 500 right here, people.
Truth on show 500. So I agree with you, but trust me, I give myself plenty of credit. And the one of the worst things you can do as a person, as a teacher, certainly as a broadcaster, is to go seeking that positive feedback all the time, to cling to it, to get addicted to it, because that's not healthy. So, you know, I think, because I hear this from students sometimes too, like, oh, you seem to have such a negative opinion of your impact and whatever. No, I don't. The point is that it's more entertaining and it's more appropriate for me to downplay all the awesomeness that exists within me than it is to just brag about it all the time. So don't worry. We're good.
Okay.
But thank you very much for the speak pipe, and thank you for listening and for putting us first in your queue. And if there's anybody out there who has a second in your queue, you need to send a speak pipe and tell us which podcast is first in your queue, which podcast comes ahead of us, and why, and we're going to go break their kneecaps. Because we're great.
Wow. Can I just say, Roy Danger Money says Tim Allen is the best DIY guy.
There you go.
You heard it here.
Tyrone Pro says, congratulations, Chinny. It's not just me, Tyrone. Tyrone comes into every Thursday snooker stream and beats me straight away. He's very, very good. But hey, what can you do? Can I just was that Sean from Australia who just
it was
Sean? Sean, funny enough, we are thinking about doing an Australian meetup. It's a little bit of a costly thing for us.
This is news.
But you can for us each to fly there.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
We need a GoFundMe page.
Yeah. So all you need to do.
Depress the hell out of me, because I'll bet people would actually donate to that.
All you need to do, Sean, is just send the money that it would take to ship out me, Duke, and Stu to Australia. That's all. That's all.
If you say ship out, it'll be like in a box.
Yes.
Yeah, in a shipping container.
We don't take back payments. We have to be shipped out real cash.
And none of that Bitcoin bullshit. I don't know what you heard from people on the show earlier, but it ain't happening.
None of that Australian dollar stuff either. Yeah. That ain't gonna work with us. It's got to be British pounds and American dollars for Duke. Yeah. So if you do that, mate, you can make it happen. You can make this happen, Sean. Don't be selfish.
Yeah.
Don't be selfish.
You really appreciate us. Show it. Show me the money, as Jerry McGear said.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Got it.
You had me at hello.
So Lewis did put a massive penis on my statue. I have now removed it. Not that I don't appreciate the joke, but you know, it's a phallic symbol, and I didn't want to tarnish.
There are some.
You cannot put obscene things on the statue of Chinny.
No. At the end of the day, I mean, in size, it was probably about accurate.
By scale.
But we can't really.
It's been done. It's cute. Thank you. Move on.
Thank
you,
Lewis.
Do it again. Go back on right now and do it again.
Yeah, just keep putting it back on every time he gets rid of it.
Make it twice as big and have a waterfall coming off the end of it.
Yeah, hide dynamite inside it or something, so when you guys take it down, it blows up.
Yeah.
So let me get this. You're getting like a burning sensation when you urinate?
No, fire shoot on my dick.
Yes.
Okay, right, let's do some shout-outs and get the hell out of here.
Shout-out! Hey!
Hey!
Chinny!
Yes. shout out to the world. No, shout out to our live listeners. Thank you so much to the live listeners. So, I can't name you all, but you're all in the chat. And you've been chatting all night, and I get a tenner each chat, so that's good for me and my cash flow. So thanks so much for everybody that's listened to us live. If you listen to us post kneecaps, then thank you as well. We do really appreciate anybody listening to this. It does actually help Stu in his survival instincts because, to be honest, Stu thrives on the fame. He needs the fame. And if we lose any listeners, he starts crying, and I have to be there for him. So no, it does mean a lot that people listen to this crap. It means a lot that people get anything useful from this crap, whether it's just to forget about your day or make your work day easier or make your commute easier. It means a lot to us. It has become.
Like Stu and forget about your car accident.
Like Stu forgetting about his car accident.
Yeah.
It has become more than just 3 people talking about video games. It has become a global sensation, as you heard from Sean from Australia and Armar from Scotland, all over the world, and
Bongo from Italy.
Bongo from Italy, and of course Jay from the M62. It's just global, and no, it does. It means a lot that we all sort of meet and talk and chat the shit, and we get to meet at EGX and Arcade Club. It means a lot, and having new people on tonight like Adam and John and Jay is really, really good, but also the classics as well, and it's just great. I love it, and I would not do it if I didn't enjoy it, and the only reason that I do it is because I enjoy it. It's not because I want to talk about the latest game that I've played or anything really. It's just because I love doing it. So thank you very much for listening and letting me have the opportunity to do it.
There you go, flipping heck. What can
Stu
I
just
say?
says, shout out to, I don't know, anyone really, whatever.
Yeah, just ditto what Chinny just said. Show 500. Again, I would like to thank everybody for the lovely things that have been said tonight, because it is nice.
Yeah.
To hear all that lovely feedback and all, because like Chinny said earlier, and I know Duke is a fucking huge ego maniac.
I'm the biggest ego on the planet and the best at dealing with it.
There you go. Whereas Chinny and I are very humble, so we're the opposite of Duke.
Correct.
So we're not bothered about the fame and people loving us, but Duke is.
Yeah.
So thank you for feeding Duke's ego tonight.
Feed it more.
The YouTube money, the YouTube money is only there to pay Duke, really.
Indeed, indeed, you do. So all that love you've given us has actually fed Duke, so that keeps him calm.
I want
and
more
happy.
love. It's wearing off.
Yeah, calm and happy, and that's how we like him. So thank you very much for all of that. And I'll echo what Chinny said. So thank you to everyone who's come on live tonight, all the new people,
the Speak Pipers.
Speak Pipers, emailers, all the people who supported the show, and it helps us because it makes part of the show. All that stuff you do is part of the show.
It
would.
Yeah,
it would. And that's about it from me. So over to you, Duke.
Yeah, I'll shout out everyone who used to be a part of this community and is no more. Surface Lizard, we haven't heard from in many years. Quanrian, there's probably other people, but I can't think of them right now. But everybody who was at the Manchester meetup, once again, I want to thank them. Everybody who has sent emails and speak pipes, and everybody who has been a part of the VG Hub. I have a to-do list on my desk, and I've been getting my books ready for the big double book launch that's happening in a week or so. But I also have some other things I need to do this summer, and one of them is to redo the VG Hub. I'm also going to try to restart the Discord, because the other day I was trying to, I just felt like being chatty. I felt like being social.
Yeah, I miss that about Minecraft, when you play Minecraft, you got no one to talk to, and you learn a lot more when you talk to people.
Right. So I'm thinking I might try to get the VG Hub Discord going again, just to see if, if I hang out on a regular basis, will anybody show up or whatever. Anyway, it's a thought. Whatever, we'll figure something out. Anyway, but thanks to everybody for all that. And like I said, Antonio gets a lot of references that other people don't get. So this is for you, Antonio, since you gave a line from this episode. Baby on board. Lord, how I've adored that sign on my car's window pane. Bouncing my step, loaded with pep, 'cause I'm driving in the carpool lane. Call me a square friend, I don't care, 'cause that little yellow sign can't be ignored. I'm telling you, it's mighty nice. Each trip's a trip to paradise with my baby on board. And that's the end.
Wow. Just when you think this show couldn't get any weirder.
That's right.
What the fuck was that?
That's Baby on Board from The Simpsons. Why don't you
Baby on
shut
board.
recognize?
Okay.
Yeah.
Before we do go, actually, on a more serious note, Greg DeLacy did say on Twitter, congrats on 500. You three reached an incredible milestone, and all I can say is let's hear 500 more. Well done, gentlemen.
Hit it! Saw a pretty girl just the other day.
Haha, you gave me a reason to play this.
I know.
Couldn't figure out just what to say, so I twittered it. Twittered it.
Is that it?
No, there was one more, actually. So thank you, Greg. And the other one was off Matt, who said, wishing you guys more entertaining episodes on this monumental 500. Look forward to seeing many of you and my fellow listeners at EGX 2019.
Nice.
Yay. What's the date of EGX 2019?
October somewhere.
Be there, people.
Yeah, be there.
Thank you for supporting us for 10 years, people. We love you. Why don't you turn off the stupid podcast and go outside and take a walk and breathe some fresh air? Sitting at home, listen to this podcast, turn it off. It's no good to me. Then now you can say congratulations on 500 shows because we've actually done 500.
We've done it.
We have.
Oh, with the over 35s, it was more than 500.
Look, I never mentioned it. You just brought that up. I never mentioned it.
Yeah. Here, Tim.
So, you know what? Whatever. What the?
My dog has a squeaky toy.
What the hell is that?
It's his dog.
It's a squeaky toy.
Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to get it away from the dog so I can throw it away from the mic. Let go. This is great radio.
It is.
This is terrible. Holy crap. Wow.
Walking away now. God damn, that thing smells bad.
Lovely. I don't even know what to say to that.
Squeak.
All we say is I'm done recording. I'm just
I
going to
think
end
so.
that. Smells bad.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
People can still hear us on the stream.
They can, baby. 500. What?
500. What?
500 what?
500 why?
See, now I can move the mic around to wherever I am and just have it there, hands free.
Yeah.
Hands free.
You hear me in all my lovely audio, like when I do things like that.
Wow.
Oh, man, that I wasn't recording.
Yeah, I'll give it a 5 out of 10.
See, aren't you glad I got this mic?
Totally. Hear
What
everything
episode
now.
was this again?
No, that's good. You do sound good.
What episode was this again?
I think it was.
I don't know. What is it?
490, 10?
It's in there.
499 and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are so awesome. I love hanging out
with
you. I love you. I love you, Cletus. I love you.
They gone dang scoop the head out.
I cut myself on the screen door again. Why you cotton picking? Now I must remind you, people, taking care of children.
Chris, now,
is
I've been
not
eating.
simple.
I've been after eating a crisp.
Flipping on a light switch. Light switch. And put your garbage in a garbage can, people. Don't just throw it on the floor. And put your cold food in the refrigerator. Or, failing that, a cool, wet sack.
Yeah. Some of these references are. I mean, I get most of the Simpsons references.
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous.
Some of them are like, they go over my head, some of them.
That's okay.
I've never watched enough of The Simpsons to get any of them.
I get most of them. I do get most of them.
I don't know.
What time was the dog park? 7. Okay, I got an hour. Oof. Maybe I could take another nap. All right, guys, that's it for me.
All right.
All right.
And the Duchess.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
I don't know.
I'm still on.
Are we still streaming?
We're still streaming.
Are people still listening to me chewing crisps?
There's 15 people, yeah.
That's crazy.
Well.
I don't know.
It just might mean 15 people fell asleep.
Yeah. So, do you want me to see if I can challenge myself to do a really difficult Beat Saber song every week for you?
You can try.
I can try. I can do difficult songs, because I managed to do that one, which I never thought I'd do. So, that was an achievement.
It's just belief in yourself.
I don't know. Maybe that's what I need. So, right, okay. I don't think I'll ever get to Expert Plus, but there are some tricky songs out there. So, I will try and do some more tricky songs.
Yeah,
See if I can do some tricky levels for you, so you can put up stupid videos of me doing really hard songs in my rubbish style.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, because you seem to have got it figured out with the audio and the stuff, and syncing it together very quickly. I can't believe you did that in 5 minutes. That's crazy.
I don't know why you.
I know. I'm not shocked because obviously that's what you do.
That's what I do.
Yeah, but
That's
the
like...
audio, just to let you know, the audio is slightly out of sync with the actual video.
Well,
but that's an Oculus thing apparently, where the audio is just not quite. It's not a lot out of sync, but it is.
It's like when you put a bunch of ingredients together and
it's true.
Make it taste nice, and I'm like, how do you
That's
do
true,
that?
I guess.
I can't do that.
Oh, don't taste good. I like crisps.
What flavour are they?
I've got Doritos Collision, so it's habanero and guacamole.
I've never been a big fan of Doritos, to be honest.
I do like a Dorito.
Oh.
Although I prefer dipping it in something, but that's even more unhealthy than it already is.
Yeah.
Because Doritos aren't very healthy. There's no point me swinging my arms around like a dick and then eating a big bag of Doritos, is there? Really?
No. But
no.
Yeah, it's they are nice, aren't they? Crisps. They're great.
Oh yeah, I finally got the press passes. I didn't think it were happening.
I know. Yeah, I was like,
bloody hell.
when you text me saying, "Oh, have you got yours?" I couldn't see the email. I was like, "Oh no, I haven't got mine." And then I could see it after a while.
Yeah.
So.
They took the time, didn't they? I must admit, it was a. They weren't quick this year, shall we say?
No.
But it's weird. They've come in 2 separate emails, haven't they? It's like a weird thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, well, we got them anyway, so it's no big deal.
Yeah, we did.
It's all fine.
Yeah, we did. So yeah,
fine.
that's pretty good. So yeah, so we're on our way, man.
Okay, so say goodbye to the stream, Stu.
Goodbye, stream.
Will you be on next Sunday? Yes.
We will.
We're on every Sunday.
Indeed, you do.
Bye.